Aries, welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your weekly tarot reading or your midweek reset. That's right. And this midweek reset is for August 27th all the way to September 2nd. Wow. It's fall time. Summer's over, y'all. Summer's over. I know. It just seems like it was way too short. I did enjoy it though. Did you enjoy your summer? Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed your summer. I mean, it's basically over. Kids are going back to school. The sky's getting that look, that fall look. You know, it's actually, the weather's been beautiful. I hope it stays like this till November, to tell you the truth. But welcome, Aries. Okay. Yep. That's right. We're moving into September, and we're moving in with pretty good energy too. We're going to talk about that. But let's talk about the switch that we're doing. All right. So now we're doing this midweek reset, your weekly tarot reading, on Wednesdays. And we're doing that because that is the channel's sweet spot. That's when you guys are watching the most, on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. So what better way to give this to you, so it's not so much Monday. You're ready to recalibrate after the chaos of the weekend and all of that. Okay. So we're still doing it for the week. So this is going to run from Wednesday to Tuesday. So we're covering all the bases. Plus, we got you covered for the freaking weekend. That is going to be starting to be posted on Fridays at 10 a.m. Perfect for the weekend. Why would you watch it on Wednesday? Sure, to get ahead. But, after 2 days, you forgot. So again, we're going to host it 10 a.m. on Fridays. And one other thing that we're going to be doing, and we're doing this religiously every single Thursday at 7 p.m., unless I want to do it earlier or later, I'm going to be going live. And for this live on August 28th, I think. August 28th? Yeah, August 28th. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be doing readings for September for all the signs. And throwing in some other stuff in there. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about it, but just so you know, tune in Thursday at 7 p.m. Or you can watch the replay. Either way, these are predictions for all the signs, including you, Aries, for September. So we're going to get to it. So without further ado, that's enough of my gabbing. Let's get to the astrology. All right. Now, August 25th, Venus moved into Leo. So you've got a little fiery energy going on because you're a fire sign too. So now romance may be the forefront. Maybe we're closing out the summer with a bang, literally. Okay, so we are right now, for the time being, in the waxing crescent phase. So this is all about growth, momentum, and taking action. All right, so things are building up. Light is building. And on August 31st, we are then moving into the first quarter. And this is about overcoming challenges. It's about making decisions and actions. This is the big one. If you want to look at the 4 seasons as being the big ones, the quarters, first and last, are big ones too. All right. Big energy shifts there. Now, on September 1st, Saturn is moving into Pisces. Okay. And it's going to stay there for a while. So this brings more frustration on maybe some dreams or anything like that, maybe completing a cycle also. So just be aware of that. That's when the big heavy hitters move in. Now on September 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, is moving into Virgo. So again, more Virgo energy to deal with. That's good. Mercury and Virgo gets things done. You get things done with Mercury and Virgo, and you take the action to get it done. So that's the energy for the week. Let's hit the tarot table and start. Thank you so much for being here, Aries. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Join the Vibe Tribe, because I'm going to be doing, with those lives, there's going to be a lot of members only kind of stuff that's going to be there. But of course, everyone's included. Everybody's included. All right, so let's get your angel numbers for this week. And it's all about renewal with 890. Look at that. Love that. You are experiencing renewal and fresh beginnings, Aries. Release the past and embrace the opportunities for growth and transformation ahead. Oh, yeah. Excellent. So this week's theme is renewal. And pay attention to 890. 890. Drop the zero and get with the hero. Maybe that's what you need to hear. Now, we're going to get a message from our guides from the Energy Oracle cards. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Strategy. Perfect with this Virgo energy coming in. Strategy. So that's number 21. So let's get a strategy together. Again, this is perfect energy because this is when we build momentum. This is when we overcome the challenges because we're making decisions and actions in our life. So you're following along with that lunar energy. See, I'm glad I'm bringing this phase work into our readings because you're going to see that the messages are going to roll right along with the energy that's already present. You see what I'm saying? Makes it a little bit more personal for you. So strategy for this week is thinking things through, releasing the past and embracing opportunities for growth. That takes some strategy. Now, let's get the shadow part. What may be hindering this renewal? What may be hindering our strategy? So the shadow work cards, and I love putting these into the reading, really can shed some light for you, Aries. And we've got 2. Divine juggling. Master different aspects of yourself, both light and dark. Progress and inner harmony. So this renewal is contingent on you not juggling these aspects of yourself, but using a strategy to incorporate them. That helps you make progress, and it gives you inner harmony for the week. Now, soul mirrors. Others reflect your own relationship with yourself. So you may be finding this out this week. So the key for this is to keep an open heart, and there may be a healing union. Again, may use some strategy, may offer some renewal here for you. Man, I didn't realize how these bracelets really make a lot of noise on the table. Too bad I'm not taking them off. All right, so yeah, those are our messages. Pretty profound. Let's get the vibe. And don't forget, I'm going live Thursday, 7 p.m. We're going to get the predictions and vibe for September. I really haven't thought of the format. I don't want to do it in the normal format that I do. So I just thought, well, I haven't really thought yet. I'm letting it come to me. I'm getting inspired by it. So let's get the vibe for you, Aries, and see what is going on this week and what do we need to be aware of. Pretty sure I saw the 10 of Cups fly out of there. So let's see. There's only one way to find out. It's funny. These cards came out in groups of 2. Okay? I notice stuff like that. It means things. It means things. All right. Let's get... Wow, you got 2 10s here. This is great energy this week. Really great energy. Okay, so we're walking away from negative energy, especially something from the past here with the 6 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. This may be finally releasing this divine juggling that you're going through. Wow, lots of swords here. The Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Taking action. Good. That's that waxing crescent phase. Communications coming in for you. And yeah, maybe a job offer. Maybe a home offer. Maybe you're looking for a home and boom, there it is. But definitely the universe is handing you something. You want to talk about renewal, this is it this week. And it's all about speaking it into existence and taking action. Because you're no longer letting the past affect you for some reason. Okay? Could be just letting go of a relationship here, Aries, Incredible energy, though. This week, open up to opportunities available to you. All right? This fucking card basically lays this whole reading out. And if you know tarot, you know that this follows the story, okay? You are experiencing renewal and fresh beginnings. Release the past and embrace the opportunities for growth and transformation ahead. I mean, because that will transform your relationships, family, the way that you live your life. I mean, this is incredible energy already, right out of the gate. I love it, Aries. Okay. Now, let's get some oracles. The oracles kind of add some flavor to this. Ooh. Add some flavor to this. And really reinforces the energy that we're discussing already. I love it. I love using them. And sometimes I switch between the Psychic Tarot and the Psychic Tarot for the heart. Those are my main oracles. My main oracles. And these oracle decks are getting pretty beat up. So I'm thinking of, like, on one of the lives, like, giving away one of my decks to some viewers. I thought that would be good. Instead of just having them lay around, you know, might as well give them to you guys. It's got great energy, trust me. All right, so this week, let's use our intuition and let's use our inner wisdom. Let's have faith in our intuition also, knowing that, yes, you are wise. You can make excellent decisions. Spiritual strength is about resilience. This is actually the Nine of Wands. So I would say let down your walls. But in this case, this is you being resilient and opening up to this, whatever this is. And recognition and reward. Again, a lot of you Aries could be getting recognition and reward for what you're doing as far as job, being creative, something like that. 369, something from the past here kind of blends in with this. Again, we want to use strategy. So let's look at love and relationships. Looks pretty good here, but we've got something from the past. The Six of Cups is always either reminiscing about the past or somebody coming back in, you know? So let's see. And the Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity in love or not, you know, it could be work. For a lot of you, I think it's work, job, looking for another job, something like that. But the Ten of Cups is where it's at, you know, where it's at. Ooh, yeah. All right, so no anxiety, especially about the past. It's going to pay off for some reason. Let's pay attention to 333. They're on the board. Absolutely. Let's get our number cards out. And that's about growth, creativity, and of course, the big one, divine support. For a lot of you Aries, you are divinely supported in whatever this is about a relationship here. That some of you could be meeting somebody at work. This could be already a relationship at work, but this, again, relationships are not only love, but it's also about, you know, partnerships in work, in how you deal with people. And we've got the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. This is great energy this week. I mean, partnerships, celebrating, growth with the threes, 3, 3, 3. Wow. Excellent. Excellent energy. Let's get messages of love for you, Aries. I'm digging this. I'm digging this week. You've got a chance for things work. Wow, look at all these messages we have. Mod on. Okay. Let's do them one by one, one by one. All right, number one is protected. You are safe and divinely guided. Again, the divine support. Trust in it. Trust in the divine support that your intuition gives you also, okay? I got to stop looking at the camera. I mean, I got to start looking at the camera instead of watching me. You know, I'm getting used to it. I never thought I'd be doing this, actually. Finances. Financial challenges are affecting this connection. Okay, well, again, divinely supported, and the universe is bringing it in. Now, I just realized that there was a card on the floor from one of the oracles. So here's a bonus message for you guys. I'm just going down. Discontent and boredom. So what this is saying is do not pass up the opportunity here that's available to you. Let's look. The opportunity that's available here. All right. So there is an opportunity that do not turn your back on. Okay. Especially when it comes to finances. All right. Now, passion. Try something you've never done before. This is the whole crux of this. This is something that you're passionate about and you need to get it back. You need to do it and you need to put all your effort into it and stick to it, Aries, because you don't stick to things. You do it and then move on. You know, leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering, especially when it comes to relationships and healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Again, the Six of Cups was right at the beginning of the reading, all right? Can't make that shit up. Now, let's get What's the Vibe? I think that's how the vocals are going to go for this theme I'm making for What's the Vibe. I'm going to just record my voice doing that and then pitch it up. You know, maybe do it like, maybe have AI put some background singers to it. I don't know why. I just feel I need to do it. Okay. All right. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Let's do this. Chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall. So some of you may have been feeling that lately, especially in relationships. So again, this is part of the cycle we need to work on. But there's some issues here. Paranoid. Now that's looking behind a wall. Cautious, insecure, and guarded. Again, the message here is you have divine support, you're protected, and take a leap of faith. So no more of that when it comes to anything in your life. And masked. Hiding, concealing, and deception. So you got to be honest. And family, which is the big theme for you, Aries. Blood ties, inner circle. Excellent. Focus on family. Maybe some of you are adding an addition to your family. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do now? You can handle it though, you know? So I don't know. Maybe there's a big secret that's coming out. Who knows, Aries? All right. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right. I went to go switch over. This is the first time this has ever happened. I went to go switch over, Aries, to the tarot table, and I hit the stop record. That's a first. But I just put it all together. Again, no editing, guys. No editing. All right. Let's go to the tarot table. Oh boy. And get our closing message for you, Aries. Yeah. Chaos. It happens to the best of us. It really does. Really does. All right. I'm going to tell you something. I did the Fredonia Farm Festival this weekend, and I ate like crazy, and I can see it in my face on camera. It's like, All right. So the message is transformation. Transformation is the soul's evolution. And I believe, Aries, for a lot of you, this is the start of some big transformations for you. It's a renewal. Let go of the past. That's a big thing. There may be some childhood issues that you're finally growing out of. And that's one fuck of a transformation. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. Just like you. All right, Aries, that's going to do it for this week. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to do that. And don't forget to watch, of course, your weekly I still got to work that out. Your midweek reset. Yes, that's your weekly tarot reading. But the freaking weekend is posted on Fridays at 10 a.m. now. Gives you the vibe for the weekend. I got you covered there too. And if you would like a personal reading, the only way you're getting that is through my website portal. That's it. I will never solicit a reading from you. I'll never ask you for money. We'll never do anything like that. And if I reach out to you, it's going to be like, hey, how you feeling? That's about it. Never asking for money. You'll never hear me call you and be like, this is Jeff. I would love to give you a tarot reading. No. No. All right, Aries, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you live Thursday night. That's right, baby. Taurus, welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your weekly tarot reading, or what we're calling it these days, your midweek reset. That's right, and this midweek reset is going to be for August 27th all the way to September 2nd. Wow. We're in the last days of summer. God, I hope we have a long Indian summer. That would be so good. I mean, the summer just didn't hang out the way it did. You know, there were some hot days in there. Yes, they were pretty brutal, but it just seemed like the summer went by way too fast. And maybe I say that every year because, we're in Western New York. I'm in Western New York. And, summer only lasts maybe 2 months. But kids are going back to school in our area September 2nd. So, you know, all of that. Maybe things get back into that swing of things. Maybe this is a good time for you. I particularly just like the summer. Okay. So, yeah, this is the new format. It's really not a new format. It's just a different date. All right. We're still going from Wednesday to Tuesday. So we're doing a week's worth of energy, but nothing has really changed, just the date. And the reason why I picked Wednesday at 10 a.m. is because this is when you are online the most. This is when you are searching out my material. This is when you are watching the channel or whatnot. So again, I'm just watching the numbers and really doing this for you. Okay. So let's talk about a few changes that are going on here. Okay. So we've got the midweek reset. That's happening on Wednesdays. It's your weekly tarot reading. Nothing has really changed, just the dates. Okay. And now, every Thursday, starting the 28th, that's tomorrow, I'm going to be going live. Every Thursday night, I'm going live. The times will change. Tomorrow, I'm going at 7 p.m. So tune in because we're going to go over the predictions for each sign, including yours, for September. So we're going to do a different format. I'm just going to hit the cards, no messages. I might do a couple messages, but not like the format that we have for our weeklies. This is, predicting the month's energy. So really we're only going to focus on the big heavy hitters that are happening in the month of September astrologically. And then we're going to just go right into a tarot reading. So I kind of feel that it's just going to be a straight up tarot reading. Nothing, all these little tchotchkes all over the place. It's just going to be the vibe for September. We're going to keep it kind of simplified that way, but it's going to be fun because we're all going to be hanging out. And that's what I want Thursday nights to be, is our time to hang out. There's going to be a different theme. This just happens to land perfectly to predict for September for all of us. And, but Thursdays are going to change. I mean, we're going to have a lot of things. We'll probably do love readings. We'll do money and career. I'll maybe just have you guys come online and come on live and, I'll answer questions, 3-card questions, something like that. Or just go on down the line and give a, shits and giggles reading. Maybe that's what I could call one of these weeks is shits and giggles, just to find out what's going on, any surprises, anything. But Thursday nights for us is our time to hang out. Now, announcement number 3, the freaking weekend, always going to happen. I'm swinging in my chair again. I got to stop doing that. Because I'm like, yeah, so watch my channel, I get into this energy. If you ever are talking to me in person, I'll sway, I'll go from one foot to the other. I don't know why. Maybe it's nervous energy. I don't know. It's excitement, y'all. But freaking weekend is going to be posted now, Fridays at 10 a.m. Perfect to get the vibe for the weekend. Why post it on Wednesday? It's dead in the water by the time the weekend comes. You know what I mean? So I've really thought this through. This is something I've been thinking about doing for a long time. It makes more sense for the channel. It helps its growth. The channel has been growing like crazy, and that's because of you guys. So thank you so much for all of that, because we're just getting started. And I'm really excited about it. So without further ado, Taurus, that's all the announcements. So there's going to be an adjustment phase, but we'll get through it because we like change, don't we? Okay. So let's talk the astrology. First of all, let's talk about our phase work. We are currently in a waxing crescent phase, and this is about growth. This is about gaining momentum. The light is growing, and it's about taking action too. Okay. Now, on the 31st, we are moving into our first quarter phase. Now, we have new moon, first quarter, full moon, last quarter. Those 4 marks, just like the seasons, the fall, the solstices and equinoxes, are big points that we need to pay attention to. This is when we overcome our challenges and we make some decisions and, again, take action. So this time of the week is about taking action. So apply it. And we have a lot of things to encourage that. Let's backtrack, though, and talk about Venus moving into Leo on the 25th. We're talking about Venus because that's your ruler. And your ruler plays a big part in what's going on, you know, the different affects of your energy. And with Venus and Leo, you could be getting your passion back. You know what I mean? This could be like, I think we were talking about either the freaking weekend or your weekly about a relationship getting reinvigorated. Venus and Leo will signify that. Okay, so you heard it here first. So 9/1, September 1st, Saturn is moving into Pisces. So that could be a frustrating energy. You know, Saturn puts some limits and obstacles into things. And when it was moving into Pisces, it's very weak there. But it kind of, this could be like self-imposed obstacles that we're finally getting over. For some of us, I see, for a lot of us, I see this just a completing of a cycle here. And this is great energy to be utilized instead of letting it, you know, put the fear of God in you. Now, on the next day, September 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, is moving into Virgo. Mercury's strong in Virgo. So what's going on here is this is when we get things done. This is when we can speak. Speak from the heart with your ruler in Leo right now. Speak from the heart, take action, get things done. All right. So Taurus, let's go to the tarot table and start our reading. We're going to get our angel numbers first. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, I only have one question. Why the fuck have you not? Okay. All right. So let's get the message from the angels and the numbers, and it's expansion with 333. I love it. Trust in your abilities, Taurus, and embrace opportunities for growth and expansion. Again, taking action. The moon is growing in light. It's expanding in light. Okay? Interesting. And 333 is all about growth. Absolutely. Now, let's get a message from your guides using the energy oracle cards. I like using these. And let's see what we got. Yeah. Had a great weekend at our Fredonia Farm Festival. That was fun. Thank you so much for everyone coming down and getting a reading with me and Stevie. It was fun meeting all the students coming back in to college. It was awesome. All right. Your message is Healer of the Ages with number 51. I remember being 51. All right. Damn. Looks pretty serious. But I've never gotten this card, so let's read up on it. 51. Let's learn together. Health and vitality. Excellent. So, again, there's some opportunities here through health and vitality. This powerful being brings the force of ancient wisdom and profound healing. The light of divine consciousness pours from his hands and heart, flowing to you with love and a powerful healing intuition. This amazing entity is with you now, bringing resolution to physical, mental, and emotional ills, helping to unblock stuck energy and revitalize your life force. You may have felt this strong presence recently, or you may have just be opening up to the wonderful sensations now. You can call upon this emissary of miraculous transformation whenever you need vitality, balance, or renewal. Know that at the deepest level, Taurus, an important healing is taking place. Fantastic. So embrace that healing. There's an opportunity for healing here. All right. Now, let's get some more insight from your shadow work cards. See, I don't think I'll be using stuff like this for the predictions for September. I feel a hard no on that. But I just don't know what other decks I'm going to be using or anything like that. I'm kind of going to leave it up to, I'll probably get the inspiration right as we're about to go on. So don't forget to watch that live. It's going to be fun. Okay. Interesting. I've got to take it. This is a message for you. This came out of a different deck. For some reason, it was in that one. Never happens. So discover the treasures within. Follow your passion. All right. Extra bonus message for you, Taurus. And your shadow work is stubborn. Let's have a bitch, you stubborn and you know it. It can denote perseverance, but it also may hinder your progress. So be flexible. Have some resolve. And again, growth. Growth is huge for this reading for you. But it's calling you out because, Taurus, you can be stubborn. You know you can. So let's get the reading. You know what? Before we start, I'm shutting off that fan because it's just a little too cold. I can't believe I'm fucking saying that. But yeah. I thought having that on would be a good idea, and it so wasn't. I was freezing. All right, so let's get your message. See, I'm not going to edit that out either. Have you ever watched a tarot reading and it's like chopped up and edited out? I get concerned. I'm like, what did you cut out? Did you cut out any of my message? Are you just putting in all the good stuff and leaving out the bad? Like, what? It leaves me with too many questions. So I decided for my channel that I will not edit. The only time you'll see a glitch is probably when the camera runs out of battery, or like I hit like an Aries reading earlier, because I'm just marathoning these on Tuesday. I went to go switch over to the tarot table and I hit the stop record. So that's the only time you'll notice like something different, but no editing, just balls to the wall. We're raw dogging it, guys, and we're loving it. All right, so, oh my God. Let's get to it. Yeah, no more anxiety. Get some sleep, Taurus. Stop being stubborn. You're in your head too much, thinking it through. Knight of Swords is taking action, so you can't let your thoughts get to you this week. You can't do that. You can't. You've been freaking out about something here, but I'm going to tell you something. The universe is saying, listen, patience. Have a little grace. Stop freaking out. Everything will be all right. The world, again, this is growth, expansion. The world is about expansion. And the world is your oyster, Taurus. So embrace it, you know? All right. Let's get some oracles and see what they add to this. So, yeah, big changes here at the channel, but we're doing it. We're growing. We're going by leaps and bounds. So much is going on here. I'm so grateful for it. All right, trapped in fear. Okay, maybe this is what you're being stubborn about. It's time to let that go. A lot of things bothering you, especially something from the past. Maybe this is coming up and it needs to be taken care of, and you're being stubborn by not letting it go. It's inhibiting your growth for a lot of you. So choose wisely. The Seven of Cups. This is which way do I go? What do I choose? Choose the highest and the best for yourself. And positive movement forward. As soon as you let this go, you move forward. It's really telling you it's time. It's time. All right? Now, let's get the love portion, relationships. How's that going? Is this what's going on here? Six of Cups, maybe someone coming back in your relationship. Maybe someone left and now they're coming back. This might have been good. You know, distance makes the heart grow fonder kind of energy. Or maybe someone's just coming back to piss you off. We don't want that energy. Or maybe someone's telling you, I've changed. No, they haven't. All right. Let's see. Yes. Okay. What do we have here for Taurus? Okay. We got a golden opportunity here to start over again, especially in relationships. Don't be foolish. Don't focus on the past. That's a big message for a lot of you Tauruses. I know you don't want to repeat the same mistakes, but if you focus on them, you're gonna, okay? I think you're ready. So whatever you are waiting for, the universe will deliver it. Just allow it to come into your life. You have to already act like you have it. Feet on the ground. I deserve it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm opening up to it. Absolutely. And then the actions come in. Knight of Wands, making that change, not being stubborn. And the Page of Cups, someone coming in. Messages coming in. Don't be foolish to focus on this, because you won't experience this beautiful energy available to you, okay? It's about growing and expanding, okay? Messages of love, Taurus. Let's get it. Let's see what we got for you. Nope. What else do we have for Taurus this week? This midweek reset. Mind meld. Midweek mind meld. I love that. I kind of like that. All right. Let's talk about it, shall we? Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? Don't be foolish. If it doesn't, why are you compromising? Why are you settling? You know what I mean? You got to work on that. There's more than you are allowing yourself. Big message here is go slow. Take time to get to know each other. What's the rush? A lot of us have forgotten the dance of love. You know, there's a dance to it. And we usually just get right to the end. And then we don't know what to do. It's over. We've reached the crescendo. We've rushed it. Now there's no substance there. You know what I mean? I firmly believe that's what's wrong with a lot of relationships. I don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't been in one for years, so. But anyway, acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. And that is what you may be stubborn about. You know, you may be still be going, why? Well, you don't need that. You need to let that go. Why are you holding on to it? And passion. Try something you've never done before. Again, don't be foolish. I'm going down. I'm coming up. Passion. Do something you've never done before. All right. Now it is time for What's the Vibe? That's right, folks. This is when we get more insight into what the fuck is going on for our week. I'm your host, Jeff Smith. It's a lovely 64 degrees and partly sunny outside. All right. So this is the only message they wanted to give you was tension, stressed out, migraines, and worry. Listen, for a lot of you Tauruses that have migraines, simple solution is this: salt. Good salt, not table salt. Not even kosher salt. And don't you dare say Himalayan salt. But a good salt, like Baja salt, Baja gold salt. That's what I use, or Celtic salt. Salt is the cure for migraines. You just don't have that magnesium in your body. You need that, okay? But salt is a good way to get it. But, you know, there's definitely stressing out here. Look at the images. And I think this is why they only gave you one What's the Vibe card, is because look at this. Head and hands. You need to take care of this energy, you know? Worry is a wasted emotion. There are so many things you could be doing other than worrying, like getting yourself out of this rut that you're in. You're the only one that can do it, you know? So make sure you do that. Now, let's get a closing message for you. Even though we got one of our closers as a bonus, throw me a freaking bonus, all right? I will. Okay. What do we got for you, Taurus? Ooh, I love this. Yes, prayer. When you need it the most, you know, not when it's convenient for you. Prayer is a dialogue with the universe. Express your wishes. I release all fear, doubt, and worry. I replace it with love, joy, and peace. Say that this week. It'll be a game changer for you. But this is huge. You need to let go of the worry. This is part of your growth. Pay attention to 333. Fuck. Perfect example of what I was talking about, Taurus. The camera, the up above camera over here, ran out of battery. And my ring light is going to run out of battery too, because you can't have it plugged in. It's got to be in a USB thing. So like I was saying, I don't edit. So if there was a little gap, it's because the camera above, it's like I almost knew that camera was going to run out of battery life, but we've got this. All right, Taurus, especially, we've got this. Put out some prayer. Connect with the universe, release some attention. There is some things to discover about your growth, especially when it comes to relationships and especially when it comes to you being fulfilled in your life. I see some traveling going on this week, and I see you releasing the stubborn attitudes and healing yourself. Your guides are saying it's an excellent time for healing. All right, Taurus, that's going to do it for this midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, the freaking weekend is now posted at Fridays at 10 a.m., okay, Eastern Standard Time, to give you the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And also, book your reading with me in person or online, because these are just general. But also, There are scammers about, so please be aware. I will never reach out to you to get a reading, to ask you for a reading, or your Cash App or your Snapchat or whatnot. And I'm sure the hell not going to call you to see if you want a reading. Just give me your social and all that. That's not me. It's a scammer. You can only get it from the link in the description below. All right, everybody, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. And I will see you live Thursday, 7 p.m. You better be there. Gemini, welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your weekly tarot reading, or what we're calling it now, your midweek reset. Ooh, I really like the way that sounds. I love the way it rolls off my tongue to you. Thank you so much for being here, Gemini. So this is going to be for August 27th all the way to September 2nd. Wow. Now, we're going from Wednesday to Tuesday. Usually we went from Monday to Sunday, but now we're going Wednesday to Tuesday. Not a problem, okay? We're just switching up dates, but we're still keeping the weekly tarot special for you. We're still talking about the astrology and the cosmic weather. We're still going to give you all the guidance and the 24-karat love that you deserve. Nothing's changing except the viewer time. And the reason why we're doing this is because this is when YouTube has told me that at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays is when you are searching for that info that I have for you. So it's the best way to give it to you at that time. On Mondays, not so much. You're not looking for that right now. You're still reeling from the weekend. But on Wednesdays, that's when everyone's looking for their reset. And that's why I've talked about this before. I've wanted to do this for a while, because this is our sweet spot on the channel. And this is all about our growth. And we're going to do this together. So it may feel a little odd, but we're going to get right back into the rhythm of it. Now, I've got two other announcements to make before we begin. Thursdays, starting this Thursday, that's right, tomorrow on the 28th at 7 p.m., I'm going to be going live. Every Thursday, we are going to be hanging out. Me, you, and the Vibe Tribe hanging out together on Thursday nights, getting some advice, doing all kinds of things. We're going to have a lot of fun. This is what I want Thursday nights to be, is our time to hang out. We're all hanging out in the studio together, and I cannot wait for it. This Thursday, though, at 7 p.m., everything's lined up perfectly to give predictions for September. So excellent time to do it. Don't you think the stars have just aligned it perfectly for us in that fashion? Again, the universe always delivers for you. Absolutely. So Thursdays are going to be a live thing. Next Thursday, we'll probably do maybe love readings or something. I'm still kind of working that out. But it's all going to be different themed, different readings, different decks, all of that. I'm going to be giving away a lot of stuff too. So crystals, decks, you name it. Joining the Vibe Tribe is really crucial now because I will be answering questions from people from the Vibe Tribe. So if you're in the Vibe Tribe, you're going to get a reading from me on some of these lives. So join the Vibe Tribe now. You can do that right at the bottom of the screen there. So hit that subscribe, join the Vibe Tribe. And last but not least, the freaking weekend. Yes, we are still doing it. It's always crucial to get the vibe for the weekend because that's what we're working for. But you are getting it on Friday mornings at 10 a.m. That may be a little weird for you guys, but again, you're looking for weekend energy on Friday mornings more than you are on Wednesday mornings. Again, I'm working with the algorithm and you, and it's basically you. You're the algorithm, The algorithm is just putting me to you at the most opportune times. And Friday, 10 a.m. is the best time to get some weekend guidance. You could be watching it clandestinely at work, trying to figure out what to do. I know a lot of people that do that. But yeah, so there's going to be a shift here, but that's okay. We're all growing together. And trust me, it's going to be lovely. So that's enough for the announcements. Thank you all. Let's get to the astrology. First, we're going to talk about our phase work. All right. Moon phases, important. We are right now in the waxing crescent. So this is about growth, momentum, and taking action. Now, August 25th, Venus moved into Leo. So relationships get a little passionate, more energetic. You could be falling in love again. Falling in love again. Feels so good. August 31st, we're getting the first quarter. Now, we have the new moon, the first quarter, the full moon, and the last quarter. Those are important steps in the moon phases. So the first quarter is about overcoming challenges and also decisions and action. So this week, there's this energy of taking action. But wait, there's more. September 1st, Saturn moves into Pisces. Yeah, you know what I mean? Ugh. But it's going to stay there for a long time. So we might as well get used to it. It's teaching us a lesson. I see this energy of closing out cycles for a lot of us. All right. So be aware of that. Maybe Saturn places the obstacle or makes us aware of the obstacle. So it may be Pisces is more a mental dream kind of, putting that to work, taking the obstacle out of the way. And last but not least, your ruler, Mercury, the planet of communication, is moving into Virgo, and it sits well in Virgo. So this is about getting things done, making that list, communicating how you feel. Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy. You know what I mean? All right, that's going to do it for the astrological, cosmic weather whatnots. Let's get to the tarot table, and let's get our angel numbers for the week. Welcome to your midweek reset, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, I gotta ask, what the fuck are you doing? Subscribe, because this channel is only getting better. I'm telling you. All right. This week is all about security for you with 646. Work hard and stay disciplined to unlock a happy, wealthy, and successful life. Your guardian angels are here to help. Big, big energy. That's a big message. Your guardian angels are here to help. Gemini, remember that, okay? Now, let's get a message from your guides. We got the message from our angels. They're saying, listen, security. Stay disciplined. That's Virgo energy. Your ruler moving into Virgo is a good indication of you locking in to working hard and staying disciplined. And that helps you unlock a happy and wealthy life and successful. And your guardian angels are here to help. So that's a huge message for you, Gemini. All right, let's get a message. This one, thank you. From the Energy Oracle cards deck. Victory. That's all you need to focus on. Okay? So this week is focusing on victory. We don't even need to read the message there because this is it. Keep it simple. Victory. That's all you need to focus on. Focus on victory and victory will be yours. Okay? Now, let's get your shadow work. Oracle cards. I love this. I love this deck. I love the way it really helps with the messages in the beginning of the reading. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, let's see. Ooh. Shame and guilt. Feel them without judgment this week, Gemini. Focus. Mistakes do not define your worth. Have some compassion for yourself and acceptance. Okay? Shame and guilt this is like 5 of Cups energy. This is useless. Okay? But in order for you to feel guilty, in order for you to feel victory, you have to let go of the shame and guilt. Okay? Big message. Now, let's get the vibe for this week. Damn. We're just moving and shaking. It's safe to make the move. It's safe to let this go, Gemini. It's safe to let the shame and guilt finally go. All right? Take action. Decide to take action. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on. That one fell. Let's grab that. I'm so glad this chair isn't squeaking anymore. All right. Wow. Excellent. Wow. Mingya. Okay. Feet on the ground, practical approach with the Page of Pentacles here. Yes. An opportunity to really get practical. This is Virgo energy, man. And handling it very well. Okay. Now, Nine of Wands to the Eight of Cups. This is let down your walls and walk away from what no longer serves you. You are resilient. There's a huge message here that you are resilient. And it's time to move forward. Okay? And being practical about it will get you there. The star is saying the universe has your back. You are being guided. Your guardian angels are here to help. So don't be foolish. Take that first step. Let go of the shame and guilt and just focus on victory, and it will be yours. This is a huge reset this week for you. Excellent. Now, let's get some oracles. Damn. Just sailing through this, man. Just like your energy. You know, Gemini's quick. It's fast. No fluff, you know. Okay, let's get oracles for you. Okay. Yeah, there could be a lot of conflict that could make you feel defeated, and we don't want to put our focus on this. We want to open up and let this go. Again, we're letting things go. I think, again, the Nine of Wands is out again to say, listen, you got to pull out some spiritual strength, but also, you know, it's letting down the walls. You've got walls of protection up. Let them down. And this is about security with firm foundation. And don't hold back. And the crown chakra. Again, let the universe guide you. Allow inspiration into your life, Gemini. Really, again, let the universe guide you. That's the key for this. All right, let's look at love and relationships. I like the Fool card here, so this may be something coming your way if you're single. There may be some, conflict and defeat in your relationships here that, it's time to let that go, and maybe shame and guilt are weighing you down. So your security is shaken. So you are safe, you are secure. Say those mantras over and over again this week. I am safe, I am secure, the universe guides me. Look at the stars out again. So great time to heal relationships. The Wheel of Fortune is out saying it's time. So a lot of you, again, could be meeting somebody, possibly at work. Knight of Swords taking action, big time. Big time. That's Mercury moving into Virgo right there. Okay? Yeah, the star. Trust the universe, but also it's time to heal some relationships, and it's time. You could be dealing, Gemini, with a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. And Nine of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles. This is deserving it and getting rewarded it. Only if you focus on victory and success, not shame and guilt, and letting your insecurities come to the forefront. We release those. We let those go kindly and passionately. All right. I coughed a little bit there. It's almost like some of you Geminis are reluctant to speak your truth. Okay, some of this is... These messages are important. They sure are. They sure are. Now, you know what? I have a hard time with this card, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's a belief I have or it's just a strong feeling, and I refuse to take it out of the deck. Some people do that. They take their shit out of the deck. I don't like to do that. But strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. Okay, that may be the case for some of you, but... Maybe for some of you, that's all you're thinking of. Maybe that's what you base everything on, and it makes you insecure, especially when you're not getting it. I mean, I don't know how to interpret that for you, so I'm leaving it up for you to see how that works. But how to manage that. you know. Maybe you need the whole enchilada, okay? Play hard this week. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Instead of being defensive and having your walls up. And, you know, if your partner is asking you, what's the matter? What's the matter? And you're not answering, you're fucking up this week. Fate. This is a destined partnership. So for many of you Geminis, I believe that fate is stepping in and making things happen with the Wheel of Fortune and fate and the Fool card. That tells me that there's some excitement. All I need is the Tower card to come out to be like, oh, damn, Gemini. Check it out. You know what I mean? So let's go and get a message from, yes, that's right. It's time for What's the Vibe? That's right, folks. This is when we get more insight into our week with these wonderful cards. What's the vibe? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to record myself singing that part and like layer it. And that'll be our theme song for that. What do you think? I think it'd be great and funny at the same time. Ironic, if you will. All right. Boundaries, Gemini. Disrespectful. Enough is enough, and defend yourself. So a lot of you, you know, maybe the sex is good, but, you know, they're assholes. But God damn, is that good? I don't think that's good enough. You know, you don't need somebody crossing the line and being disrespectful for you. A lot of you, enough is enough. Take down those walls. Take care of it. Now, for the other half of you is intimacy with mutual respect, unity, and closeness. This brings you together, you know. So enjoy each other. My eye is twitching all of a sudden. So I'm thinking, what you guys doing? You know what I mean? You stressing out about this? Are you deliberately putting up these walls so you can't share your most intimate times? Are you not believing that this relationship is capable of intimacy? Now, these are questions you got to ask yourself this week. But again, the bottom line is focus on victory. So let's get a closing message for you from the Cosmic Energy deck. Which one? The one that I grabbed. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Excellent. Transformation this week. Transformation is the key. Transformation is the soul's evolution. I believe for a lot of you, your relationships are transforming in ways that you never imagined possible. And I think it's a little hard for you to swallow. Do it. Focus on victory. Release your shame and guilt. I think that's what's holding you guys back from a really good connection here. And it's time to release that. So take a risk, take that first step, and it'll always pay off. All right, Gemini, that is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay? And don't forget, the freaking weekend is now posted Fridays, 10 a.m. to give you the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, of course. And if you would like a reading with me, in person or online, I could do that for you. Click my link in the description because that's the only way you're getting one. I will never reach out, scammer alert. I will never reach out to offer you a reading or anything like that. Nope, that's not happening. The only way you're getting a reading with me is that if you click the link and do your due diligence. But I will never call and be like, this is Jeff Smith. I would love to give you a tarot reading. Just give me all your information. That's not me. Okay. All right, Gemini, enjoy this midweek reset. Yes, that's right. And please join me tomorrow night to get the vibe for you for September. I will see you there. I love you all. You better be there. Cancer, welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your weekly tarot reading, or what we're calling it now, your midweek reset. Ooh, I like the way that rolls off the tongue, don't you? All right, so this is what we're doing. First of all, nothing's changed, just the dates, okay? August 27th, this is what this one's for, August 27th through September 2nd. So we're posting Wednesday at 10 a.m. You're seeing this Wednesday at 10 a.m. Why? I thought we were going Monday to Sunday. Well, we're going Wednesday to Tuesday. Just the dates have changed, but the energy hasn't. So, and I'll tell you why we're doing this. YouTube suggests that that's the time that that most important part of this equation, is looking for what I'm offering. And at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays, all of you are out there doing that. So why not put myself in the position of being there for you when you need it the most? So, because usually we're reeling on Mondays, we don't even want to, we're still going over the weekend's energy. You know what I mean? We're still teetering that. So usually sometimes we're recuperating, so we're just doing it. We're just changing up the days. They're just days. They really don't mean anything if you really think about it, but we are not changing the way that we deliver that 24-karat advice for you, Cancer. Of course we're not. We're still doing the astrology. We're still getting the messages that we need to receive, okay? So Wednesday at 10 a.m., this is the way it's going to be, your midweek reset. This gives you a time to align. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about the other announcement I have. Tomorrow, August 28th, from now on, every Thursday, I am going live. For this Thursday, I am going to be live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is what my vision is for Thursday nights, is all of us to be able to hang out. Now, 7 o'clock is tomorrow's time, but it might change later on, depending on how well it fares with you guys, because it's all about you guys. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for you, because I care, Cancer. I do. I really do. And so lives are going to be a big thing, and I want you all to join me. We could all hang out. We're all going to be hanging out in the studio, and the more the merrier. So remember that. Tomorrow's topic is going to be all the signs getting a reading for September. So perfect timing. It's like the universe just said, here, Jeff, do it now. Perfect. Now, other Thursdays, we're going to have different themes. I'll be giving away a lot, crystals, all kinds of goodies, my old tarot decks. I'll be giving those away on Thursdays. That's when that's going to happen. All kinds of great stuff. Can't wait to do it. We're going to have fun. So join me every Thursday, starting tomorrow at 7 p.m. We're going to be going over the energy for your sign and all the other signs for September. Can't wait to do this. Going to do a different layout. I think we're not going to, I don't know whether I'm going to include the astrology in it or not. I think maybe what I'll do is just do the new and the full moon and work the energy around the reading for September for that. I don't know. Again, there's no planning to this. There's just the universe saying, do this, do that. Hey, what about that? So I'm brimming with ideas, and I'll tell you why. So let's get, one more announcement before I forget. So we've got Wednesdays, 10 a.m., midweek reset. Thursdays, live. Thursday nights, come join me, okay? And Friday mornings at 10 a.m., the freaking weekend will be out for your consumption. And the reason why I'm doing it is because who's looking for the weekend vibes on Wednesday when we're looking for that midweek reset? Why don't we post it on Fridays when we really want to know what the energy is for the weekend? By Friday, the video is dead in the water. So I've done my research. I've watched your behaviors and all of that. Creepy. But it all comes down to viewership. And I want this material that I'm making to be available for you when you need it. Okay. And the numbers say you need it at this time and this time and that time. So I'm following that because it's all about you guys. All right. So that's enough of the announcements. Let's hit the tarot. Now, wait, we're doing astrology first. August 25th, Venus moved into Leo. That's why I'm so, I got a lot of ideas. I'm a Leo. So I've got my passion fired up, ready to go. Love is in the air, folks. So, Venus moved in on Monday, and boy, did I have some fun. We'll leave it up to speculation, but that's a perfect example of Venus moving into Leo. So, getting a little red. Awesome. So, Venus moves into Leo, passionate. Things come into play. Like, personally, my passion is ignited, on fire, ready to roar. And no need to tamper that down. You know what I mean? Same thing with you. Get your passion Relationships take on more passionate roles. You feel more. This is us getting into the feels. Maybe you're getting into the feels of the fall. I kind of feel it, but I don't want to feel it. I'm still in the feels of the summer, you know? So that's right. August 27th all the way to the 2nd. Now we're into September. Summer's almost over with. It's not over until that sun moves into Libra. That's it for me. Hopefully it stays like this till November because it's beautiful right now. All right. Now let's talk about our phase work. Right now, currently, we're in the waxing crescent phase, and that has to do with growth, momentum, and taking action. Now, on the 31st, we're going to be moving into the first quarter energy. Now, the new moon, first quarter, full moons, and last quarter are like the equinoxes and solstices. Okay, same powerful energy, reset points. And the first quarter is no different. So this is when we overcome challenges. This is decisions and actions. So with this phase work, we're taking action at this time. Okay, just let me line those up with the tarot table. There we go. And yeah, so now we have Saturn on the 1st of September moving into Pisces. So this could be completing some cycles. I see a lot of that happening. Saturn is going to be there for a long time. So might as well get used to it. This is making things a little uncomfortable for us, but for a reason. It could be, again, completing cycles. Now on the 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, is moving into Virgo. It likes being into Virgo. It really loves being into Virgo. And this is when you can get things done. This is, again, taking action. We're moving right along with this energy, and Mercury's at the forefront pushing it along, okay? So that's going to do it for the cosmic weather. Let's hit the tarot table and start our reading. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, I just have to ask one question. Why? Why have you not subscribed? Do it. The channel is going to be growing, and there's going to be so many things coming up for you I don't want you to miss. I'm drying up over here. All right, self-love this week with 676. Cancer. Prioritize your well-being and cultivate a deep sense of love and compassion for yourself. Okay, so that Venus energy at the beginning of the week moves in and really is calling for you to practice and put into a priority your self-love. Have compassion for yourself and love for yourself, because that's the only way you're going to experience it in the outside world. Huge message. Okay, Leo also got this message too. So let's get a message from your guides and see what else they add to this already beautiful energy, because self-love is empowering. I mean, no one is going to love you the way that you can love yourself. So stop looking for it out there, because it's inside. It really is. So pay attention to that. All right. Okay. Anytime that happens, folks, just so you know, a little tarot tidbit. Now it's time for tarot tidbits. If lots of cards fall out, you got to stack them again. What I just did there, I call stacking. Which one? That one. All right, let's see. Door to personal healing and happiness. Well, well, well. With 34, look at that. Beautiful. It almost looks like the set of When Doves Cry video. How could you just leave me standing? I'm just waiting for I'm waiting for Prince to peek his head out of the bathtub. What is that? Is that a pond? You know what I'm saying? How can you just leave me standing? You want to talk about the jam of the year, man. When that song came out, I was blown away. The fucking beat was like anything I've never heard before, because he was using that Lynn drum machine, which was just great. But the keyboard work, and there was no bass line. A fantastic song with no Baseline. Genius. But anyway, this is the door to personal healing and happiness, and you're the only one that can fucking open it. We don't need the definition here. We don't need to read it out of the book. We just need to open that up. And the way to do that is through self-love. Prove me wrong. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty. Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too bold. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Maybe that's what's going on here. Your self-love things coming from your parents. You know? Let's get some shadow work and see what the fuck is going on with you. Ooh, look at this. Defensive. Unseen resistance to unresolved issues. Explore with curiosity. Do some reflection. Acceptance. It will help with your growth. Let down your defensive nature and resolve these issues. That opens the door to healing and happiness. And heal through art. Love it. Express your shadows in art and let healing unfold with creativity and your expression. It's giving you the formula, this midweek reset, on how to start opening up to this beautiful energy to you, Cancer. Wow. I say it all the time, but I'm telling you, every day, I'm just flabbergasted by the way that these readings have come together for you. Not for me. This ain't about me. This is about you. And this is great energy. So let's get the vibe for the week. I mean, we haven't even started yet. That right there is a good enough tarot reading. I would definitely like and subscribe to that shit. You know what I mean? I mean, I'd be like, ooh, damn. This dude is on fire. Well, I hope you feel that, because I feel that, you know? All right. Oof. Aha. Okay. Yeah. Yep. All right, so we're going to go here. They really want me to show these two cards, though, man. I did not want to put those on the table. I still don't want to. I'm not gonna. The Tower and the Hangman is saying, you are not stuck. You're stuck in the past. You're stuck on all this change that's going on, and you're not embracing it. Instead, you're freaking out about it, okay? Not time to do that, all right? So let's let go of that. You're stuck in your perspective. Let down your defenses and accept some things as they are. The Queen of Pentacles and the Temperance card is patience. It's also feet on the ground. You got this. Work on yourself. Love yourself. And the Two of Wands to the Ten of Cups, you're ready. Could be some traveling going on for you for this energy. Definitely beautiful energy here. It pays off. With the Ten of Cups. Best card you can get in the deck. So what are you going to focus on? The Tower, doom and gloom, or success, beautiful energy, best card you can get in the deck? It's your choice. But I think a lot of you are impatient with your process, and you're going to just bum rush the fucking door to personal happiness instead of going through the motions, you know? Cultivating deep love and compassion for yourself, you know? Instead of using your shadow to berate yourself. It's time to lift yourself up. Okay. Let's get some oracles. Speaking your truth, yes. Throat chakra. And I'm feeling it too. You've got something to say. Patience and planning. Let's pay attention to what this midweek energy is telling you. Okay? And the World. Yeah, definitely some traveling here. Definitely some healing. Open up to the universe. Open up the door to personal healing and happiness with some self-love. That's key. All right, let's look at relationships and love. Queen of Wands, time for a change. Could be dealing with the Leo energy. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's it, huh? And the Judgment card. and holding back. Set yourself, stop holding back, set yourself free. Especially for judgments about relationships, past relationships. It's time for a change. That's what the Queen of Wands is saying. Yeah. Wow. Fear of failure. Again, that's what's holding back. And Three of Cups and fucking Chariot. This is, again, celebrating. Being with your friends. Celebration. A celebration, bitches. I mean, this is it. What are you doing here? Self-sabotage is because you don't respect and love yourself. I know that a lot of you, sorry, take it on the chin, kids. Someone's got to tell you this shit. You're doing it to yourself. Things are not happening to you. The world isn't happening to you. You are happening to you. Uh-oh. I got a little thorny right there. I didn't mean to. I love you, Cancer. I'm giving you a big hug. Really. You just need that's what you need, is like somebody to just reinforce your comforting. You need to be comforted. That's exactly what it is. Comforted. Yes. I will comfort you. I will comfort you. Just don't be a fool. Second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance, or does it? That's something you got to ask yourself. But all in all, looks good. Win-win either way. But go slow. There's a big thing about going slow. Taking your time. Nice and easy, lemon squeezy. Take time to get to know each other. Again, there's this dance that everybody forgot, you know. Every species, did you hear that? Species. Have a sip. Every species on the planet has a mating dance, you know? They got their wings out. They're like, you know what I mean? That's the way you need to be. You need to know the dance steps in order to dance. Everybody just wants to get to the end. And when you get to the end, when you have that post-nut clarity, you know, you're just like, fuck, I don't even know who this person is. What's your name again? Or if you're that fucking vapid, or like, all of a sudden you don't know who you're sleeping with, but you're sleeping with him because you got to that instead of going slow and getting to know each other. I just put the card over there, but this is your next one. Play hard, find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Again, this is part of that dance, you know, the Three of Cups dance. Everybody's dancing, joicing, and celebrating, you know, but you got to be defensive. You don't want to open that door to happiness. You want somebody else to do it for you. No, you can't. You do that. And that starts here in your heart. All right. So it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for what you've been waiting for. That's right. What's the vibe? That's right. Welcome, everybody. This is the portion of the reading when you get what's the vibe. Nice little phrases with really weird pictures. Let's have a look, shall we? Okay. All right, let's do it. Feminine energy, gentleness, nurturing, and mothering. See, that's what you need. You need some nurturing in your life. You need to nurture yourself so that person can come in and nurture you properly. So you don't know how to be nurtured if you've never done it for yourself. And when you put that energy out there and you nurture yourself, you self-love, you prioritize that, you attract that energy. Like energy. That's the only way it's going to happen. So I like that. Nurturing. Maybe some of you are expecting a child. Hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and focusing on success. Again, that opens the door to personal healing and success. Not focusing on all the fucking problems you have. Or you're, oh, I know, I've just got issues, you know, it's just the way I am. Okay, let's get a closing message for you. Stay hopeful, because this energy looks great. If you just take it slow, be patient, take the time, do it right. Honest to God, we can do it, baby. Do it tonight. I'm telling you, picture it. Little Chubby Jeff in the 70s. Well, yeah, this is late 70s. When that song came out, I fucking discoed my fat little ass all over the place, man. I fucking love that song. Like, what was I? I think I was maybe 9 or 10 years old. And baby, we can do it. Take the time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Oh, I'm telling you, crazy. I loved soul disco music, man. R&B. It's my jam. All right, for this midweek reset, we want to trust. Trust your intuition. The universe guides you. And the universe is guiding you. This energy for this midweek is self-love. Make that a fucking priority, okay? Don't look for it out there. Discover it in here, all right, Cancer? And another thing, only you have the key to open this door to personal healing and happiness. And you need to let your defenses down. And for a lot of you, you need to heal through art and express yourself. Nurture your energy, and that energy will come back to you. All right, Cancer, that is going to do it for this midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget the freaking weekend is posted Friday, 10 a.m. to give you the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We've got it all worked out now. And if you would like a personal reading with me, because these are general, in person or online, I got you. Click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. However, scam alert, there are scammers out there. I will never contact you. I will never say, give me your Cash App and I'll give you a reading. It's not happening. I will never call you and be like, this is Jeff Smith. I would love to give you a tarot reading. Just give me all your info. That's not happening either. Click the link in the description. That's how you get a reading with me. All right, everybody. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. I nurture you and I give you a big hug. And I better see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. We are going to talk about what's going on September for you. Don't miss it. We're live, bitches. You better be there. I swear you better be there. All right, I love you. Bye. Leo, welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your weekly tarot reading, or what we are dubbing it now, your midweek reset. That's right. Now, our weekly tarot readings are going to be from Wednesday to Tuesday. Not a problem. This actually works out better for you, and I'll tell you why. Because this is going to be actually for August 27th all the way to September 2nd. Wow, we're already in September. But the midweek reset this is 10 a.m. on Wednesdays is Raise Your Vibration TV's channel sweet spot. That means that you are really paying attention and online on YouTube at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays. So this is the best time to deliver this information to you. On Mondays, you may not slip it. You're still going through all the motions of the weekend. So this can kind of give you that weekend, that midweek reset from Monday and Tuesday in the weekend. Okay. So lots changing, but it's still going to be the same, just on different dates. That's all. They're just dates. But we're still covering all the bases. We're still doing the astrology before. We're doing all the messages, all of that, the phase work, all of that, Leo. So you're not missing out on anything. In fact, you're gaining a lot more. Now, another announcement is every Thursday, starting the 28th, this Thursday, I'm going to be going live. This Thursday, I'm going live at 7 p.m. and I am doing predictions for September for all our signs. All right. So everyone's sign. 7 p.m. Thursdays, and I'm going to be going live every Thursday night. So this theme is going to be September predictions, but others will be like, money and career, love, or it will just be general. Maybe I'll just have you guys go ahead and just ask questions and I'll answer them, So lives are going to be a big thing, but they're always going to happen. There's 3 things that are always going to happen on this channel from now on. Wednesday, 10 a.m., you're getting your midweek reset. That covers all the bases for the week, okay? Especially for the dates in our range. Thursdays, now this one we're doing at 7 p.m. I might do it in the morning on Thursdays. I might do it mid-afternoon. I might do it later at night. But this one's at 7 p.m. But every Thursday night, I'm going live with a different theme. It's going to be fun. I really want to make those like the big thing for us to all get together and hang out. It's just like we're all hanging out together in the living room, okay? So, and then last but not least, the freaking weekend is still happening, but it's going to be posted on Fridays at 10 a.m. So you're getting your weekend vibe right when you need it, when you're getting out of work and you're getting out of Dodge, and tell me how this is going to go. So Friday, 10 a.m., freaking weekends are going to be done. All right. So that's the announcements. They're big announcements. The channel is growing. Thank you so much for everybody for watching, really, because the channel is starting to really blow up. And that's because of you guys. All right. So Leo, let's talk about the astrology for the week. Now, let's go back a couple days to the 25th. Venus has moved into our sign. All right. You know, I want hearts popping up because that's when Venus moves into Leo. This is when we get our passion, and I'm feeling it. I really am. Monday night was fun. So, actually, I had a lot of fun. The thing is, oh my God, I'm turning red. Yeah, that's Venus and Leo energy, definitely. But this weekend was actually a lot of fun because I did the Fredonia Farm Festival here in town, and we were out there doing readings. Me and Stevie were out there doing readings all weekend from Friday all the way to Sunday night. That's why this actually lined up perfectly because I was burnt out after this weekend. We met a lot of people, did a lot of readings. It was so much fun. And thank you anybody that was out there that came and visited. And I was burnt out. So Monday I kind of was forced to take a rest day because I would have just started marathon recording so I could post them on Monday. And I've been dabbling with this idea of doing a midweek reset on Wednesdays. And the universe just lined it up that way. Believe me, though, it was tough because it's like, this is what I'm passionate about. And now I'm recording Tuesday, fresh-faced. I was in a pissed-off mood yesterday. So, I mean, it really kind of worked out. So this is how this is going to go from now on. And thank you so much. But I had a blast this weekend. So this Venus energy in Leo, can you feel it? I'm feeling it. All right. So now, this moon phase we've been in is the waxing crescent. So right now, we're focusing on growth. We're gaining momentum. The light is growing now. And we're taking action. This is when we get things done, all right? But on August 31st, Leo, we are moving into the first quarter. This is a big deal. First and last quarters are big deals, just like new and full moons. You could look at it as how we look at the equinoxes and solstices, big major turning points. And this is about overcoming challenges and decisions and actions. So again, that Venus energy moving into our sign for now is giving us the passion and the wherefore to get moving. Okay. Now, September 1st, can't believe it's already September. Kids in our area are going back to school on the 2nd. So Saturn moves into Pisces. So we've got this energy moving into Pisces, back into Pisces, and it's going to be there for a while. So we're going to be completing cycles, especially when it comes to our dreams and all of that. And with Venus lining up with this kind of takes over and kind of really helps out that Saturn energy. And lastly, September 2nd, Mercury moves into Virgo. Now, when Mercury moves into Virgo, we can really get things done. We can really speak our truth and really work it. So let's get a sip of our tea. We're having green tea today. See a little dangler. Instead of coffee. That's right, Leo. Let's go to the tarot table and get our messages. We're going to start with our angel numbers, of course. And then we're going to get a message from our guides. So thank you so much for being here, Leo. Please like, share, and subscribe. And this is 676 with some self-love, that Venus energy coming into our sign. Absolutely. Leo, prioritize your well-being and cultivate a deep sense of love and compassion for yourself. That's key, guys. It is so important for us to really appreciate self-love and practice it more than we should. We're always looking to want to love somebody else and never really looking for us Leos at ourselves. And, a lot of people would say that that's arrogant, but it's not. It gives you confidence. It attracts that other energy to come into your life. So if you practice self-love, that love comes back to you. And we miss the boat on that a lot. So, all right, let's get a message from our guides and see what us Leos have for this midweek reset for August 27th and September 2nd. So let's do it. Let's get the message. What's the message? Oh, there's plenty of them. And they said to stack it again. Okay. The energy in this studio is just incredibly calm and serene and beautiful, and the camera is so crisp today. You know, it's just like I haven't been in the studio in days, you know, because I've had this. Oh wow, look at that. Of course, the sun needs no explanation. Number one, and the sun. This is us. Leo is ruled by the sun. Get some sun. Get some vitamin D. It's the only way our body gets vitamin D, guys. It is the only way. But shine as brightly as the sun. Interesting. Very interesting. With that Venus in Leo, it really wants you to shine from within with that self-love. All right, now let's get some shadow work. Wow, this is already really looking like good energy for us. Let's get a shadow or some shadows. Journey inward. Wow, so there's a big thing about going within. Journey within. Focus. The path to enlightenment starts within you. Introspection and growth. Pay attention to what's being said here with the self-love and cultivating a deep sense of love and compassion for yourself, ourselves. And the sun shining as brightly, going within, so that enlightenment starts within and makes its way out by shining. Lack of awareness, that could be some of our shadow issues. Missed chances and unseen risks. Seek facts and stay open-minded. This can bring you insight and an opportunity that you weren't aware of currently, okay? So going inward will give you the awareness and really cultivate some self-love for you. Right there is enough for the energy for the week. You know what I mean? We could stop there and it'd still be a great tarot reading for you, you know? But you know me. I want more. Please, sir. May I have some more? Of course you can, because you deserve it. Let's get the vibe for you, Leo. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I'm asking you why? Why haven't you subscribed? Why? All right. Ooh, okay. Damn. Look, I'm telling you guys, there is a big theme here. Big theme. Unbelievable. Yeah, definitely. We are definitely completing cycles here. And I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but the fire whistle's going off. Right when I said that. Completing cycles here. This is a rebirth. And it starts by looking at the plan, being smart about it, going within. See, the King of Swords does not have a lack of awareness. He knows exactly what's going on. He's on the mountaintop, surveying all he surveys, you know. It's the big picture. It's communicating that. It's moving towards that. And it pays off. The Ace of Cups, self-love. When you practice self-love, the lover walks in with the Two of Cups. Love that Two of Cups in this deck. That's one of the best cards in this deck, is that Two of Cups. I resonate with that so goddamn much. I love it. But it starts with this. Unbelievable. The world is yours. And it all starts with self-love. Look how it's in the middle of the spread here. You can't make this shit up. I love this. Let's get some oracles. Wow. Everything is pointed towards that. So Leo, practice self-love. Go within. There's a lack of awareness here that you need to be aware of. to make yourself aware of. There's an opportunity here that gives you some insight. Look at this. Yeah. This week, trust the universe. That's the world. Again, big stuff. Keep the vision in your mind. Hold it in your heart. This is brain-heart coherence right here. Wow. Could be a lot of romance too. Relationships opening up for you. You opening up to relationships, and relationships open up to you. I'm really digging this. I'm excited about it. Just be yourself. Prioritize your well-being. And have love for yourself, above all. Now, let's look at love, because we can't dismiss this. Oh my God, the Ace of Cups is out again. And the Star card, yes. This is a week, this energy is about self-care. When these two cards come out, I've learned in my practice over all these years, is that when the Ace of Cups comes out with the Star, this is about some healing and letting go of things from the past and moving forward. Page of Swords, someone's dropping a message in on you. And it's balance. Things balance out. Trust. The universe has your back. You feel that within, and it radiates from the heart and just brings in so much that you want to manifest. This could be a relationship. You're finally opening up to it. You finally put in the work, you know. Excellent. Okay. All right. Let's get some messages of love. Let's see what we got here. And it is in denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. Again, this could be part of the lack of awareness here. All right. There may be some things that we are not allowing ourselves to have. Be aware of that. Go within. There's that message. And for some of you, addiction. And addiction is affecting this relationship. Maybe it's time to end that. You know what I mean? Maybe you obviously deserve more. And that's a whole big issue there. But what I see is being addicted to outcomes. Being addicted to, where's my relationship? If you're single, where is it? When is it going to be here? When, Jeff? When? Give me a date. Give me a date. Give me a date. I hear that a lot, you know, and it's like, that's an expectation. And expectations lead to future disappointments. Just be open to it. That's what this whole reading is saying, is that if you practice self-love, you get that in kind. If you are showing the universe that you are taking the work to love yourself, the universe gives you what you desire. I want a relationship that's on the same level. I want someone to love me the way I want to love, or the way I love. But you have to do that first with yourself. Okay? So, leads to soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you. Yes, you will attract this when you love, accept, and respect yourself. Do you see the message here? Huge. Huge, huge, huge. And my nose is itching, which means that someone's going to kiss a fool. All right. Now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for What's the Vibe? That's right. This is when we get some further insight into what the fuck is going on for our weekend. All right. Leo, let's see. What do we got? Okay. Suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. Okay, so let go of them. Open up to bigger dreams. Dream bigger, you know, but don't suffer in silence. Again, that is a point to get some self-love, to take care of that. Fill your cup first. And waves, emotions, worry, and fear. I want a lot of you, Leos, before it gets too late, to go to the beach and release. Okay? Release. Big, big, big. All right, let's get cosmic energy for you. Closing message. And let's see. Of course, it fell on the floor. 1 second, please. Oh. And it's inspiration. Absolutely. This week is all about inspiration because you give the self-love you need and you get it. The light bulb goes off. Inspiration is everywhere. Capture your ideas. For a lot of you, I want you to go to the beach because you will get inspired. Maybe you will meet that person. There is a lot of soulmate vibes, and I don't like saying that word. You know what I mean? I don't want people to do. I had to deal with twin flame bullshit energy this weekend from somebody, and it really wasn't their fault. They just started, they were watching certain tarot readers that were all talking about twin flames and how it's okay for someone to treat you like shit because they're your twin flame. Fuck that. Fuck that. And fuck that tarot reader for fucking doing that. That'll be the day I say that. You deserve better. So if you're dealing with someone in addiction, get the fuck out of Dodge, you know? Soulmate. Twin flame, whatever you want to call it. Open up to it. But you ain't seeing that unless you do it to yourself first, Leo. I love you unconditionally. Accept yourself. Respect yourself. And love yourself deeply. All right, Leo, that's going to do it for this midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, watch the freaking weekend that's posted 10 a.m.s on Friday. 10 a.m.s on Friday. 10 a.m.s. All right. Okay. And if you would like a reading from me, the only way you're getting one is that if you click my link in the bio. I will never solicit a reading from you. Scammers are about. Be aware of it. All right, Leo, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching this midweek reset, and I will see you on the weekend. Virgo, welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your weekly tarot reading, or what we're calling it these days, your midweek reset. Ooh. I love the way that sounds, don't you? Happy birthday, Virgo. I love you all. Hope you have a great season. This is it for you, Virgo. Make it a good one. So let's talk about the changes that's happened here at Raise Your Vibration TV, but nothing to be alarmed about. So you were watching this at Wednesday, 10 a.m., and you would ask yourself, why, Jeff? Why'd you change that? Well, I'll tell you. I've done a little research because that's what I do. And I found that you, the viewer, that means the most to me, and who I'm doing this for, you're more likely to be on YouTube at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays than any other day of the week, at any time. This is the sweet spot for the channel. So this is the best time to present my best work to you, because I want you to ingest it and watch it and use it and flourish from it. And Wednesdays at 10 a.m. is the best time to present this material for you. So always, the weekly tarot reading will start on Wednesday and end on that Tuesday, just like we started on Monday and went to Sunday. They're just days. They're just dates. Doesn't mean anything, okay? So what it means is that you get the material that you're supposed to, okay? And that's why I make it. I mean, I'm not doing this for me. I do this for you because I love sharing what I do. And you got to admit it helps, don't you? Yeah, it does. You know it does. That's okay. All right. So announcement number 2 is that every Thursday, starting tomorrow on the 28th, because this midweek reset is for the 27th to September 2nd. We'll get to the cosmic energy there because that's not changed. We'll talk about that. But on the 28th, tomorrow, Thursday, from now on, every Thursday from this day forward, I'm going live. Tomorrow, I'm going live at 7 p.m. So come join me in the studio. We are going to go over what is going on for you for September, Virgo. I'm going to make lives a big thing on Thursday nights for us to all come together and hang out, to ask questions, to get some advice. I mean, we're all going to raise our vibrations together, and we're going to be doing that on Thursday nights. So tomorrow night's theme at 7 p.m., I hope you're there, is going to be what's the vibe for September? What's the major themes that we're going to have? So I'm going to go through 4 weeks, 4 rows, and I'm just getting this download now as I'm recording this because I didn't know I was going to do this. But I know I'm not doing the tarot readings like I normally do. But as I'm recording these readings, because I'm marathoning these Tuesday, so I wasn't sure how it was going to lay out, but now I do. I'm going to lay out 4 weeks, 4 lines, and elaborate on those influences in the cards. I didn't know I was going to do that, but now I am. So thank you, Spirit. That's how that works. Everything that I do on this channel, I let the universe guide me. I'm very open to it. Try it. It will change your life, guys. So Thursday, tomorrow, 7 p.m., and Thursdays from now on, I am going to be live for you. We're going to be doing love themes. We're going to be doing money and career. So every Thursday is going to have a different theme. Tomorrow's is, again, September Outlook. I'm going to be doing giveaways. I'm going to be giving away my old decks. And the only way that's going to happen is on Thursdays. Join the Vibe Tribe because you guys get special perks. And I'm going to be adding different tiers to when on the lives, I'm going to be doing like personal readings for you all right there. You know what I mean? Or asking questions. Again, Thursday nights are for us as a community to come hang out. It's like we're all sitting in your living room and we're having a blast because we have a blast when we watch our readings. All right. And last announcement. The freaking weekend is not going away. In fact, it is improved and it is going to be placed for you at the best optimal time. And that's Friday at 10 a.m. So you get the vibe for the weekend right when you need it the most. See, I wasn't posting when you needed it the most and it was falling flat, but now it's here in front of you and I'm so happy. So let's talk about the astrology, the cosmic weather for this week. Now, remember, it's August 27th to September 2nd. So kids are going back to school on September 2nd. It's Labor Day weekend. We're going to have a special Labor Day weekend for the freaking weekend also. So August 25th on Monday, Venus, the planet of love, moved into Leo. So this is getting into the feels. Maybe this is that end of the year, the end of the summer fling, something like that, Virgo. Good energy for you. Excellent. But now let's talk about our phase work. Currently, we're in the waxing crescent phase, and this is about growth. This is about momentum. The light is building, and so are we. We're building that momentum and taking action with our momentum, okay? And on the 31st, we move into the first quarter, and this is about overcoming challenges. Decisions and actions are taking place. So again, decisions, actions, moving forward, being unapologetic about it. You can look at the first quarter as a big major shift. We have the new moon, then the first quarter, the full moon, and the last quarter. These are 4 big times of the moon phases where they lock in. So we lock into this energy of overcoming the challenges and getting to work and getting it done. And with the Virgo energy, works perfectly, okay? Now, September 1st, Saturn moves into Pisces and it's going to stay there for a while. So we could finally be completing cycles. Saturn adds some karmic issues to it. This could be stuff coming up from the past that you're finally taking care of. I see a lot of people just moving through this fog and lifting that obstacle and releasing it. Perfect, okay? Now, last but not least, September 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, is moving into your sign. So this is getting things done, making lists. It's igniting that Virgo energy for you. So huge midweek reset this week. So let's go to the tarot table and start. Thank you so much for being here, Virgo. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, I got to ask why? Why haven't you? Things are about to take off. This channel is growing leaps and bounds, and I'm thanking you for it because this is just incredible. It's the dream, and you guys are making it happen with confidence this week with numbers 909. Things are moving, and you need to make a decision. Yep, decisions and actions. Act with confidence and take risks this week. Virgo, wow. You're moving right along with that moon phase energy. Good. See, this is why I introduced the phases in there, because this backs up that energy of moving forward. And confidence, let's make a prediction and see if the solar plexus oracle comes out for confidence. That's where your confidence comes from, is your solar plexus. So that's sun energy. Shine as brightly as the sun. Okay, that's Leo energy too. All right. Let's get a message from your guides. It's anxiety with 8-1, which equals 9. Interesting. I've never gotten this card before, so let's read up on it. Energy oracle cards. Yeah, you may have something to say that's giving you anxiety, worry, or distress. The woman on this card is filled with anxiety, worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card may indicate that you're experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, you'll notice the scene outside the window. The storm is distant. Okay, can we focus in on that? Yeah. The storm is distant and perhaps even moving away. Whatever is going on, this card is telling you to release the worry and let yourself relax. Brooding and fretting will never solve things, so trust in yourself and your process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're far more likely to receive the solutions that you seek. All right, so worry, anxiety is a useless emotion. Anxiety is on the same spectrum as excitement. And so using anxiety, instead, get excited. Get excited about what you're moving into, because it's just uncertainty of the future. So our shadow is no boundaries. Difficult to establish healthy respect. Take care to ensure your needs are met first. So this is about respect, self-care, and knowing limits. Okay, so maybe your problem is that you don't allow boundaries into your life, and therefore that gives you anxiety because people step all over you, which really hinders your confidence, robs you of that, actually. Interesting. So put up boundaries, especially with yourself. Know your limits. But you have to act with confidence this week. Absolutely. Okay, so let's get the vibe. Yeah, look at that. 5 of Swords. We'll probably get the 9 of Swords out too. Wasting your energy here, guys. Really. Yeah. 2 of Swords. Indecisive. Again, thoughts betraying you. Look at that. 5 of Cups, wasting your energy. I mean, it's right there. There it is. Definitely self-care on the bill. You're taking things way too seriously. And when you finally release this worry and anxiety, the offer comes in. So messages, Knight of Cups, taking action. And it's all about balance this week. Focus on balance. Interesting. Let's get oracles. So maybe not having boundaries has got us in this situation, and it's time to get ourselves out of it. The Page of Wands really says you're taking things way too seriously. You need to lighten up and unburden your heart. I feel a heavy heart with a lot of you. Okay. Don't be tempted to turn your back on an opportunity to heal here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Spiritual strength. You're resilient. You've got this. You can move forward. Allow the universe to guide you with the crown chakra. And recognition and reward is yours. Again, see, there's a path that needs to be taken here. And it's about confidence, not anxiety, worry, guilt, shoulda, woulda, coulda energy. No, not at all. No. Let's look at emotions and love and relationships and see what's going on here. King of Wands, taking action. So, again, action needs to be taken. Knight of Swords, again, more action taking place. Moving towards it, speaking your truth, making a decision. Because that's what this is all about. This energy is all about you making a decision. Where else did that other... I got it. Okay. Yeah, holding back. Holding back. No more. It's time to take action. It's time to change the way you did things before. This is a huge message. Boundaries, of course, and the sun. Shine as brightly as the sun. Again, it's very positive energy, Virgo, but where is your focus right now? It doesn't seem like it's on that. And you need to be realistic with yourself. Confidence. The sun is confidence. So the solar plexus card didn't come out, but the sun did to show you. Shine as brightly as the sun. Confidence, baby. That's what it is, Virgo. It's your season. Use this to find that balance. You know? Okay. Cards just falling out all over the place. All over the place. All right. Let's look at these. Obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. So again, this is an excellent time to let this go. It's time to let this go. But be patient. Everything will unfold in divine timing. And that is important for you right now. Stop trying to rush the process. You've got great energy to work with here. Don't mess it up. You have to trust your intuition. You already know the answers you seek. So trust them. Confidence. That comes with confidence also. You know, me doing this for a living, you have to have a good set of confidence. I didn't when I first started out. You know, I second guessed the messages that were coming through, and I'll never do that because every time I did, it was an important message that someone needed to hear and not what I thought they needed to hear. You understand? So again, trust your intuition. And here and now, your true love is already a part of your life. Pay attention to that. Are you even recognizing that? You know? So it's time for, what's that, Virgo? What's the vibe? That's right. It's time to get the vibe for you for this midweek reset. And let's see what the hell is going on here. All right. Yeah. Look at this. Tension. Stress out, migraines, worry. Salt. Good salt. Celtic salt, Baja Gold salt is good for migraines, okay? But that's because you're stressed out. You got to lower those cortisol levels, okay? Ashwagandha helps with tension. But you see, the anxiety, the worry, release those. I release all fear, doubt, and worry. I replace it with love, joy, and peace. Powerful words to live by. Establish. So again, this is about being settled, secure, and feeling wealthy, acting wealthy, feeling grateful. Okay? And sipping. Uh-oh. What you been doing? There's rumors, gossiping, being nosy. Is that what you're worried about? Other people sipping? Or are you doing it? That's a big question here. Maybe you gossiping got you in some shit. You know what I mean? Because maybe there's no boundaries, no filter. Okay? For some of you, but it's all right. Release it. They'll forget about it in a few days. You know, people's attention spans aren't what they used to be. You know what I mean? So have faith in that. But don't be talking shit. Don't be stirring the pot. And then, you know, now you got to worry if it's going to come back to you. Just don't talk shit. All right, Virgo? So there may be a warning out there for some of you. All right, let's get a closing message for this wonderful reading, bringing balance and confidence into your life by taking some risks and not being so goddamn serious because it's your birthday. All right, I'm going to take both of those. And it's all about bravery. Yes, face the unknown with bravery and trust your steps. Huge message this midweek. And transformation. Transformation is the soul's evolution. Staying stagnant is not evolution. You stay in one particular frame, and I think you're getting anxiety about it because you're moving and transforming into something else that you never thought was possible because you deserve it. I'm running out of breath. Virgo, great energy. Embrace it. But it's time to take some risks. It's time to bolster your confidence. Thank you for my confidence. I deserve it. I'm worthy of it. I shine as brightly as the sun. Don't let anyone talk shit. You got to put up boundaries. Wait, I heard you were talking shit about me. I thought you were my friend. You know, maybe confronting this balances all this energy out, and you feel so much better when you do. But get out of your own way. All right, Virgo. Okay, that's going to do it for this week. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, freaking weekend posted Friday, 10 a.m. from now on. You've got 3 constants in your life now here at Raise Your Vibration TV. Wednesdays, your midweek reset. You're getting the energy for the week, Wednesday to Tuesday. Wednesdays, 10 a.m., always. Thursdays, Thursday night, always going live with a different theme. We're going to have so much fun. And the freaking weekend, Fridays, 10 a.m., for the weekend vibe. I got you covered there too. And if you would like a personal reading with me, in person or online, click the link in the description because that's the only way you're getting a reading with me. And I'll book one with you. Of course, these are just general readings. But there's also, that's a scam alert. I will never reach out. I will never ask you for money. I will never tell you to do this, that, the other thing. The only way that's happening is that if you click that link in the description and book with me, that's it, folks. So you're safe. All right, everybody. Virgo, happy birthday. Thank you so much for watching. Use this energy and build some confidence for yourself. Shine as brightly as the sun. And I will see you tomorrow night. You better be there. I'm going to wish you a happy birthday. I'm going to sing to you. Happy birthday. No, tomorrow night. I'll see you. Bye. Hi, Libra. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV. Yes, that's right. And that means it's time for your weekly tarot reading, which we are calling now your midweek reset. That's right. I had to look at my cheat sheet because it's new. And I know sometimes Libra, new isn't always comfortable, but it's good. And I will tell you why. This energy is now going to be called your midweek reset. It's going to be the energy from Wednesday to Tuesday instead of Monday to Sunday. It's okay. We're just shuffling the schedule here, not shuffling the energy or compromising the message. YouTube has told me that this is the sweet spot of the channel. That means that you are online at 10 a.m. every Wednesday looking for this content. And I'm making this for you. I don't do this for me. I do this for you. I'm sharing the message for you. And if sometimes it falls flat, but I've been advised that if I place this Hallmark reading at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays, you're going to be able to watch it, and it's going to make much more sense to you than it would on Monday. I've had this feeling, and I've been thinking about doing this for a long time, and I'm implementing it now. Just like the whole studio change, camera change, I never thought I'd be showing my face on the screen, but I kind of like it, and I'm going to use this. This is me. This is the way I am. And I think that you're missing out a lot when you just see hands. But when you see this handsome face, it adds value to your reading, So with that being said, no worries. You're getting your midweek reset on Wednesday. This will calibrate your energy after that weekend. And we're still kind of stumbling through the week. Monday, we get the case of the Mondays. Tuesday is still kind of, And Wednesday is like, okay, I need to reset. This is perfect for you. Now, that's one of the changes. The other change is tomorrow, August 28th. That's right. Thursday at 7 p.m., I am going live. That's right. Thursday nights are now going to be reserved for going live. I'm always going to go live on Thursday nights. Always. And tomorrow night's theme at 7 o'clock is going to be the forecast for September. Perfect timing. It's like the universe just... Here you go, Jeff, and I'm taking advantage of it like you should with the universe because the universe is always working in your favor. So every Thursday, I want to make this a time when we're all hanging out together. We're going to do so much fun stuff. I'm going to be giving away my old decks. Instead of just sitting here collecting dust, I'm going to give them away through different contests and prizes and all of that. I mean, I'm going to be giving away crystals and stuff and books. And man, I'm telling you, it's going to be fun. But not only that, just not for the goodies, but it's more insight into like themed events. Tomorrow's theme is the outlook for September. Of course, it's perfect for it. And then other themes are going to be like love readings and love and money and career, and 3-card pulls or anything like that, Q&As, all of that is all going to be happening Thursday nights with us. So tomorrow night at 7 p.m., I'm starting this trend. Thursdays are always going to be live. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interactive, and I hope you can make it. Now, last announcement is Friday, The freaking weekend is going to be posted at 10 a.m. on Fridays from now on. That's right. Again, this is getting you this material that I work hard for you to get in your hands when you need it the most. You're not looking for the weekend on Wednesday. You're looking for the reset on Wednesday. And on Friday, you're more susceptible to be in the weekend vibe than on Wednesday. You see how that works? It makes sense. It's poetry, guys. And I've been guided to do this. All right. So, and the channel's been taken off. So I'm just so grateful for it. This is the beginning of it, guys. You heard it here first. This is the beginning. Now, this midweek reset is for August 27th all the way to September 2nd. Wow. We've burned through the summer. We've got Labor Day weekend this weekend. That's again, freaking weekend's going to be a special Labor Day, outlook. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. The summer is almost over with. It's not until the sun moves into your sign. That's when okay, summer's over. I'm accepting fall. But until then, it's still fucking summer to me. Okay. All right. So August 25th on Monday, Venus, your ruler, moved into Leo. So you are really feeling the love. And this week is going to start it. Okay. So this is excellent. Already it's a win-win. Okay. So let's talk about the phase work. Moon phase work. Currently, we're in the waxing crescent phase, and this is about growth. It's about gaining momentum and taking action. Big theme about taking action around this time. And we're then moving on the 31st into the first quarter. This is overcoming challenges. This is making decisions and, again, taking action. So this is when we put those intentions of the full moon to work, okay? First quarters are big deals. You can kind of look at it as like the fall, the equinoxes and the solstices. You got new moon, first quarter, full moon, and last quarter. Big points that are big major moves, okay? So September 1st, Saturn is moving into Pisces and staying there for a long time. So this could be completing cycles. It could also karmic work, letting this out, releasing the obstacle, seeing the illusion, what's the illusion? Maybe I'm the obstacle getting out of the way. That's kind of that energy. And then it's like, aha, I see a lot of people moving out of some karmic energy debt, whatever you want to call it. And lastly, on September 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, is moving into Virgo, and it loves being in Virgo. So things get communicated. It gets your point across. You get things done. So again, this Mercury energy is moving right along with this lunar energy, taking action and making decisions and getting that momentum built for that full moon. Okay, so let's get to the tarot table and start our reading. Thank you so much for being here, Libra. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And why haven't you subscribed yet? That's what I want to know. Subscribe, because we're going to have so much coming up. And some are only going to be available for members. So, join now. Get ahead of the curve with clarity. This week is 5, 4, 3. Focus. All right. Libra, trust yourself in the universe to make the necessary changes to achieve your goals. Soon, you'll gain clarity about your life's purpose. Fuck yeah. So open up to it. Trust the universe has got your back. That's the big one. It's hard to do, but it's very satisfying when it actually happens. Trust me. All right. Let's get a message from your guides. So clarity comes this week, this midweek reset. All right. Let's see. What do we got from your guides? The 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. And this is all about the throat chakra. All right. So speak your truth. It will bring clarity. Seek the truth and you shall find it, Now, let's look at our shadow work with the shadow work oracles. Okay, there we are. Let's see. Yep. Sacred boundaries. Respecting and honoring your limits sets you free. Assertiveness and self-care. Huge for this midweek reset. Okay? Sacred boundaries with yourself and other people. And you express that. You see the blue light? See the blue light in that? That's the key. Okay? And The throat chakra is the blue light. Understand? Wow. So speaking your truth, putting those boundaries in place, how are you going to do it? You know, you got to speak it. Unmasking truth. Clarity. Interesting. Focus. The eyes see only what the mind is prepared to know. Self-examination can lead to revelations, especially when you place boundaries. So big energy here, guys. Clarity. I can see clearly now your bullshit is strong. You know, I'm placing boundaries and get out of my way. That's right. Speaking truth, getting clarity. All you motherfuckers can eat my shit. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Absolutely. All right, let's get the vibe for you, Libra. Finally. Let's do it. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yes. So, yeah, we're definitely in the feels, but maybe too much, and we need to express ourselves. And that's with boundaries. There's a big, big message there. But, again, be patient. Everything in its time, Libra. Okay, balance, patience, you know the drill. And the star, the universe has your back. Speak your wishes into existence. I'm ready, universe. Let's go. And 3 of Cups. Maybe this gives you some clarity with some friends and family, finally setting some boundaries with them. But this is celebration and good time. A good time had by all, absolutely. Just trust. There may be some uncertainty, but you'll get to the truth of it. You know, maybe shifting your perspective can also help with this issue. Okay? So it's making sense. It's when it stops making sense. That's when we got the problem. All right, yeah. So you may be dealing with some deception and some envy from others. It's okay. Create boundaries. Put up those boundaries, especially with yourself too. And empowerment with the Empress, right? Just feel great. This is great energy here. And victory and success. That's all you need to focus on. Victory and success. Clarity. 5, 4, 3, and then 6. Yeah, 6, 5, 4, 3. The countdown has begun, Libra. Don't let the self, then again, this could be self-deception heavily that can make you feel this, get you stuck into this. Just balance it out with confidence and knowing that the universe has your back and asking for help also. Let's look at love. Let's do the love. Where's the love? Walking away. Yeah, absolutely. Putting in the work. Another 8. Interesting. And Knight of Cups brings an offer. Steadily moving there. And victory and success. Again, victory and success. Very, very good energy here. I love it. I love this. That's great. Now, let's get messages of love. What do we have for Libra? Messages of love. Anything else? Okay. Of course. Why not? Okay, balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. Again, boundaries. Maybe you need to say something. Again, this is the only way you're getting balance in these relationships, guys, is that if you speak it, listen, we've got some issues to work out. Let's work on them. That's the only way it's going to happen. So again, stop putting so much into it and just open up to just seeing yourself victorious and successful. Abundance, yes. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. So allow it to flow into your life. Again, victory and success is yours if you focus on it. Maybe you are deceiving yourself, believing that you don't deserve it with that Empress card, empowering yourself. And fate. This is a destined partnership. So a lot of you just need to accept that. Again, That clarity comes in this week for you. All right. So let's get to the portion of the reading where it is, what's the vibe? That's right. Where we get some further insight into our fucking week. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Libra, universe be calling you out. Y'all salty. Some of you are bitter, angry, and could be being just a little petty. Universe called you out. I get called salty all the time. I know it hurts because it's like, well, I'm salty because fucking people done me wrong. But do you still have to hang on to it? You know what I mean? And nobody is looking for savory. Everybody wants sweet. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to love. So I just say fuck off. Again, salty. All right, waves again. So our emotions, worry, fear, doubt. I release all worry, doubt, and fear. I replace it with love, joy, and peace. You know, again, you're letting your emotions get the best of you. Or maybe someone crossed a line with you emotionally and you got to check them. Not physically, but again, expressing yourself. And I think this energy with Mercury moving into Virgo is perfect for you to do it. So again, on the other hand, it's time to recharge, breathe, do some breath work, let go, and clear your mind. Get around water. Preferably salt water. You know, maybe that's what that's saying. But, you know, Libra, I mean, it's calling you out. It really is. Maybe that's the clarity. Maybe this midweek reset gives you the clarity that, you know what? I have been one salty bitch and I can't be that way. I've deceived myself thinking that's the way, that's the approach I need to take, you know? So let's get a closing message for you, Libra. And it's absolutely strength. Love that. Your inner strength is boundless. Unleash it. That's that Venus energy working for you in Leo. Use it or lose it. Think about that. All right, Libra, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, the freaking weekend is posted now Fridays, 10 a.m. Gives you the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I got you covered there too. And don't forget, I'm doing personal readings in person or online. I got you covered there. Just click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. And I want you to know that it's a scammer alert. There are scammers out there impersonating the one and only. How dare they? You know, and if you see a message come through and it's like, you know, this is Jeff Smith. I'd love to give you a reading, but I need your social. That's not happening. It's not me, okay? So be aware. The only way you're getting a reading from me is that if you reach out to me, I will never reach out to you, okay? I will if you want me to, but that's not the way we do business on this channel, okay? So you're safe. All right, everybody, I love you all. Thank you for watching this midweek reset. It's a little adjustment, but we're getting through it because change is good, kids. All right, I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I better see you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Be there. I'm going to be pissed. Hi, Scorpio. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV. That's right. Grab your tea. It's time to sippin', guys, because we are now in our weekly tarot reading, which we are calling now officially the midweek reset. Ooh, I love the way that rolls off the tongue, don't you? So we are getting the vibe for Wednesday to Tuesday. Yes, that's right. And I will explain why. Give me a second. But we've got some announcements, first of all. Okay, so now we're doing the weekly tarot readings midweek. All right, and I'll tell you why. Is because this is the optimum time for you to come on the channel. You always come on the channel at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays. Most of you do. A lot of you do. A lot so much that it puts, you know, an alert out there that this is the sweet spot. This is when everybody's looking for your material. We're not really looking for it. We're not really susceptible to it to Monday. See, timing is everything. in almost everything in life. And this is the optimal time that my work can get to you and in your hands that you can use and flourish with. So Scorpio, I mean, this is the optimum time. I've done my research because that's what I do, because I give a shit. I care. And I'm doing this for you. And I want this to be presented to you and not fall to the wayside. My videos literally cannibalize each other. So we've changed it up, done the research, and I've got it now. Okay. Really excited about it too. And I hope you are too. Change is good. Change is good. But we're really not changing anything. We're just changing the schedule. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, announcement number 2 is that every Thursday starting tomorrow, the 28th of August, I'm going to be going live at night, Thursday nights. We're going to turn it into our thing, like Thursday Night Live, you know. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. Tarot, we're going to be hitting the tarot. For this Thursday, the 28th, tomorrow, we're going to be going over what the energy is for you for September. So we're going to get a special read, all the signs. It's going to be fun. Future Thursdays are going to be giveaways. We're going to be talking about love. We're going to do money and career. We're going to be picking cards and intuitively doing all that and answering questions, Q&As, all of that. Giveaways. I'm going to be giving away crystals, my old decks. This is the platform to do it. And Thursdays, I want to be able for all of us to come and hang out as a community, as the Vibe Tribe, and vibe higher. I mean, the more the merrier, and I invite you to come in on Thursday nights when you can, okay? So tomorrow night, we're starting that trend for every Thursday from now on. Third and final message is the freaking weekend is still taking place, but it is going to be brought to you on Fridays at 10 a.m. That's the optimal time that everyone is looking for the weekend energy. No one's looking for it on Wednesday. So we've changed it up. We've refined our channel, and it's working. It's really working. The channel is growing by leaps and bounds, and I'm so excited because this is the vision. If you hold it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. And I've got you to thank for that. So thank you so much. And it's just beginning, guys. So now let's get to your midweek reset. Still getting used to that. So we always talk about the astrology and the cosmic weather. So let's get to it. August 25th on Monday, Venus moved into Leo. So we are definitely in the feels of our love and relationships and all of that. So passion, love comes to the forefront. Excellent. All right. Now let's talk about our phase work. We're into phase work. We're into the moon phases. We should be. They're happening to us, and we need to understand the energies involved. And right now, we are in a waxing crescent phase. So we're learning growth. We're gaining momentum, and we're taking action. So this time of the week is time for action. Now, on August 31st, we move into the first quarter. It's a big deal. We have the new moon, first quarter, full moon, and then the last quarter. 4 times of the moon phases where we should be paying attention. And this is about overcoming challenges and obstacles. And it's also making decisions and taking action. So again, huge message on taking action this midweek. All right. So September 1st, I can't believe I'm saying it. September 1st, Saturn moves into Pisces. That's kind of like going back to school energy, you know. Fantasy's over, kids. Back to school. Get on that bus. Get out of my hair. I bet you a lot of you parents are saying that, you know. It's okay. Don't feel guilty about it. They were brats this summer, you know it. And send them off with a smile and a wave. Little drink for yourself. Ooh-wee. Bye, kids. Have a great first day. Now, September 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, is moving into Virgo. So it's very comfortable in Virgo. This is getting things done, speaking your truth, getting that list, checking it off, just getting things done. Virgo is a great time. This is kind of like fall cleanup, you know, getting to work, getting serious about it. All right, that's going to do it for the astrology. Let's hit the tarot table and start our tarot reading. Thank you so much for being here, Scorpio. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, why the fuck haven't you? That's the question I gotta ask. How dare you? All right. All right. It's all about letting go this week with the 3-2-1. Pay attention to those numbers because it means surrender and let go of control. Yeah. That's a big lesson for you, Scorpio. You've been called out. Release resistance and trust in the flow of life, knowing that everything unfolds in divine timing and for you and for your highest good. So remember that. 3-2-1. The countdown has begun. 3-2-1. The countdown has begun. 3-2-1. I gotta let go of my fucking control. 3-2-1. The countdown has begun. Everything unfolds in divine timing for you. Okay. Pay attention to that. Walking away. Oh, hell. I've never gotten this card before. Let's discover it together. Number 27. And this bitch is out. Let's read up on it. Okay, yeah, letting go and moving on. Letting go, moving on. What's going on here? This card shows someone walking away with an existing situation. She is closing the gate behind her and is walking away into a misty, unknown future. This card reveals that it could be time for you to make a similar decision. Scorpio, there may be something that you're finished with, perhaps a career goal, a relationship, or a long-term experience of any kind. The familiarity of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your options on the open road ahead. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand. This card also indicates that now would be a good time to let go of an old habit, emotional pattern, or false belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. Whether it's the inner or outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. Damn. Letting go. Walking away. Big message, Scorpio. Pay attention. It's exciting. Now, let's get a message from our shadow work oracle cards and see what could probably putting up some resistance to not letting go. Sometimes, even though we know it's good for us, we don't let go. But this is all about having hope. So good. This is great for this. Navigate your shadows with compassion and gentleness. So this is handling things with grace, being kind to yourself and others, and practicing self-care. The messages this week for everybody has been self-care. So I would assume that at this time, it's a great time for some self-care. Absolutely. Because almost everybody has gotten that message this week. And I have I've been barreling through these videos. It is now 1:32. I started recording these at 10 o'clock. I mean, I'd take a little break. I'd go to the bathroom or, turn the fan off or adjust a light. I had to recharge some batteries. But, I love doing this. This is my job. I mean, I love doing this for you. And I hope it works with the message. I hope that resonates with you, But have hope. I've only got 3 signs left to do. Oh, and 3 cards? That's it? Okay, so, interesting. I'm second guessing that. And my guides are like, don't you dare. All these are face down except for this one. And this is do not turn your back on an opportunity because you're too steeped in shoulda, woulda, coulda. Just because just because what you want you don't have right now doesn't mean you gotta sulk. This is brat mentality with the 4 of Cups. And it's also turning your back on an opportunity. Do not do that this week, okay? In fact, there are things you need to lay to rest. Interesting here with the 4 of Swords, some things you got to put to rest. Some things you got to let go of. You're safe. You're secure. You can do this. So we have 2 4s and then an 8. The 8 of Pentacles, putting in the work. This is very Virgo energy here. You see the moon phase is present. You understand the symbolism. 4 plus 4 is 8. Interesting. Very interesting. Now let's get some oracles. Let's see what we got for you, Scorpio. So don't turn your back on an opportunity. Get some rest this week. Again, self-care. Walking away from the rat race, you know what I mean? Making the decision to kind of lay low and regroup in some way. Yeah. Don't be tempted to hold back. Don't be tempted to let this shake your security. Pay attention to 444. Let's put that on the board. 444 with protection and stability. Again, so you're being prompted here to pay attention. You got this. Feet on the ground. This Virgo energy is really helping that, you know, because you get emotionally involved. And the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles with prosperity begins when you realize that you create your reality. Where are you putting your focus? You know, 15, 1, 5 plus 5 minus 1 is 4. Again, you've got this. You're secure. You're safe. You're stable. You've got this. You're protected. Have hope. You can walk away. Let this go. Let the need of control go. Okay? Wow. Very interesting reading here. All right. Let's get love for my Scorpios. Yeah, the need for control is a big trait that Scorpios share. I got to be in control of everything. Well, control is an illusion. And with that Saturn energy moving into Pisces, it could be shattering that illusion. I don't need to, the more I'm not in control, the more flow my life takes on, you know? It's true. I live it every day, yeah. Our thoughts no longer serve us when it comes to relationships. So we need to move forward with better thoughts. And also we're moving out of stormy waters here. And the Queen of Cups is trusting our intuition. It's a nurturing energy, nurturing your feelings and emotions, putting some of those to rest. Things move fast with another 8. Okay. Communication coming in. And look at that. Recognition and reward with the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. This is, you know, focus on family, working towards a goal here, letting go of these insecurities and really forming a great foundation, especially if you're building a family. You know, this is great. You're letting go of the need to control, and then things really start to work out for you. That's fantastic. All right, let's get some messages of love and see what else we have available to you. I love this. I really do. It's good energy. It feels good. All right. Lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. Again, karmic lessons with Saturn and Pisces. This could really mean something for you. And closing out those cycles. And for some of you, new love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. Again, we're mending these relationships. Maybe we're just walking away from them, and that catalysts the healing, you know? But there's a strong message here about you being safe and protected and loved, okay? So let's get, what's the vibe? What's the vibe? That's right, folks. We're not done. We're getting more because you are worth it. Let's get some more messages from What's the Vibe? Interesting. This is very interesting. We got a lot of fucking shit here. Yeah. First of all, for some of you, legal, lawyers, court, paperwork, do your due diligence. Get that taken care of. Some of you might be in a court situation and it looks like it works out fine for you. Okay, now, exhausted for a lot of you. Yeah. What does that say? Burned out, burdened, and empty. Yeah. Maybe you got jet lag. You've been traveling a lot, but you're exhausted. It's time to get some rest. That 4 of Swords really shows that energy too. And laughter, happiness, joy, and healing. Again, laugh it off. You know, life is supposed to be enjoyed, not endured. Okay? Love affair. Dirty little secret, sex fix, and down low. Maybe you're trying to control that. I don't know. I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. You know what I mean? Are you someone's dirty little secret? Do you need a sex fix? You know, what's going on here? Maybe you're keeping things on the down low. I don't know. Either way, it looks good. You know what I mean? So this Venus energy is really shining through. Let's get a closing message for you, Scorpio. So, looks pretty sultry. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. I'm telling you, there's a lesson to be learned. Have hope. And there's a big message of walking away and letting go, which really helps. All right, so for the week, the midweek reset, if you will. Let's talk about it, shall we? And it is meditation. Meditation connects you to your inner self. So, again, nurture that calm within you. Calm that storm within you, Scorpio. It's possible. You know you can do it. Even on your worst days, you can still do it. All right? So that's going to do it for this midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, Scorpio. Don't forget, the freaking weekend is now posted Fridays, 10 a.m. to give you the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I got you covered there. And if you would like a personal reading with me, the only way you're going to get it is that if you click the link in the description. And I'm doing in person and online. So check out my schedule. I've opened up some more hours for you guys. And yeah, let's connect, because those are just general readings that I'm giving. Just imagine a personal reading with me and you. Holy shit. And scammers, be aware of scammers out there. I will never reach out and say, I'll give you a reading, just send me your info. I will never call you, none of that. So just be aware, email you, ask for your Cash App, PayPal, none of that. I'm not doing any of that. I would never do that. So the only way you're getting a reading with me in person or online is if you click the link in the description. Scorpio, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy this midweek. It's a change, but change is good, Scorpio. Remember that. Letting go of old ways and patterns. And don't forget, I want to see you tomorrow night, live, 7 p.m. We're going to get the vibe for September. You better be there, Scorpio. Of course, I'll miss you if you're not. So I hope you're there. All right, I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Sagittarius, welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your weekly tarot reading, or what we're calling it now, your midweek reset. Yes, that's right. And this midweek reset is going to be for August 27th all the way to September 2nd. Can you believe it? Summer's over. It's over, Johnny. It's over. But we can still have fun. All right. I hope this weather is beautiful right now. It's not too hot, not too cold. It is beautiful. It's Goldilocks weather, beautiful. It's funny how towards the end of the summer, you feel that fall energy. You guys feel that? Let me know in the comments. It's just all of a sudden things look a little different. The sky's a little bluer. Did you ever notice that? The clouds are fluffier. The sunsets are a little bit more orange and, blazing. It's weird. There's a certain feel in the air that didn't feel like that a week ago. Weird, really weird. But yeah, in our area, kids are going back to school. So yeah, so big changes here. We're still doing our weekly tarot reading. We're doing this, but now we're doing it from Wednesday to Tuesday. It may seem a little odd, but they're just dates. We're still getting the 24 karat golden advice that you get from yours truly. So nothing's really changing, just the schedule, because the research says that you guys, the viewers that mean the most, are mostly watching at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays. So why not drop this golden nugget at the time that you really need it, when you're really searching for stuff on YouTube, especially with the channel? So makes sense, right? Let's see. Not only that, announcement number 2, we have a good thing coming up. I don't know. There's a phone call that's weird, and the area code is 666. Satan calling. Will you accept? Nope, not today, Satan. Not today. But anyway, Thursdays, every Thursday, starting the 28th of this week, yes, at 7 p.m. This week, I'm going at 7 p.m. I'm going live. That's right, folks. So put that in your calendars, put your notifications in. That is going to be happening every Thursday. And this theme for this Thursday, this launch of the Thursday Lives, is going to be predictions for September for all the signs. So tune in for that. Hang out. That's what we're going to do. Thursday nights, we are going to be hanging out. It's going to be like you're in the studio with me. That's the kind of vibe I want to do. And I'm really excited about it. Really excited about it. Announcement number 3. The freaking weekend, that's still going strong, of course. Always got to have the weekend vibes. Doesn't matter what time of the year it is. Because at first I just did it in the summertime. And that's not fair, you know. What about the other weekends, you know? That's all we're working for. The freaking weekend is going to be posted Fridays at 10 a.m. right when you need it, okay? So you're getting ready for work or whatever, or you're at work. Some of you do watch these readings at work. You tell me all the time. And you're getting ready for the weekend. That's when you need it the most. So I'm aligning these videos for you when you need them the most. So, I mean, this is your spot. This whole week is your spot. Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Very nice. Join the Vibe Tribe too. All right, so enough of the announcements. Let's get to what we came here for. The astrology first, the cosmic weather for this week. And we're going to go back a couple days to August 25th, Monday. Venus, the planet of love, has moved into Leo. Now, fellow fire sign. So this energy you're going to feel big time. You're going to feel the love. That is what I'm calling this, feeling the love. When I said that, I got like chills all up and down me. Ooh, still feeling it in my face. I might be having a stroke. No, I'm just kidding. So let's talk about phase work. All right. So we've been in the waxing crescent phase already, and this is about growth. We're gaining momentum and we're taking action on things. Now, on August 31st, we are moving into the big heavy hitter, the first quarter. And that's about overcoming challenges and making decisions and actions. Okay. So you can look at the new moons, the first quarter, the full moons, and the last quarter are big energies, okay? And the first quarter is about that halfway point. So again, big energy. Let's just get those lined up. Now, September 1st, Saturn moves into Pisces, and it's going to stay there for a while. So that could be teaching us lessons about our dreams, the reality of things, which may not be all that what it is, but this to me is like closing out a cycle here for a lot of you. All right. Now on September 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communications, moves into Virgo. Now when Mercury gets into Virgo, I mean, it rules Virgo, co-rules Virgo. It's big energy, very big energy. So with that being said, you can get things done at this time, making decisions, decisions and action. This is all moving along with the phase work too. So this is perfect time to communicate, feel the love, communicate the love, if that's what you got to do. All right, Sag? All right, let's get to the tarot table and get our angel numbers. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, I just have to ask why. With all this stuff going on, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, shit. I'm telling you guys. And you guys are just blowing this channel up, so I'm really appreciative of that. I mean, you have no idea. Talk about gratitude. So this week, the message is from your angels is take a step with 535. Let go of old beliefs, big time for you, Sag, and patterns that no longer serve you. Prepare to step out of your comfort zone and into, let me do that again. Prepare to step out of your comfort zone and in order to grow and expand. Damn. I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't verbalize it, Plus the phone was ringing. It's telemarketers. Ooh, it's 11:11. Yeah, I'm just banging these out, you know, banging these readings out. I had a great time at the Fredonia Farm Festival. Circle of Light was out there. You know, just being there for the public. Me and Stevie were doing readings all weekend. It was a blast. It was a blast. And thank you for everybody that came out and got a reading and said hi and all of that. It's great. It's great. But I was burnt out. You know, that's long hours. It's like 9 a.m. to dark. Just me out there, you know, setting everything up and tearing everything down. So, you know, it was a good time to start the midweek resets on Wednesdays, because I've been planning to do this way before the festival, and the universe kind of lined it up that way. So let's get a message from your guide. There it is. And what is it? Ooh, the world. Awesome. You've got a chance here. And you know what? That's first quarter energy. That's what that looks like to me. Let's read up on it. So, shall we, Sag? The world, number 29. 29. All right, so it's about expansion and opening up. Excellent. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay, above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and, God, contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there's a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. You drawing this card lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get out there, ready to gobble it up. Hell yeah, that's great. That's great. The world is your oyster. Take the first step. Take a step out into the world. I think you're ready, Sag. You're gaining momentum. You're deciding to do it. Fuck yeah. All right. Let's get a shadow work card for you. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, and there it is. Self-sabotage. All right. Procrastination, negative self-talk, and fear of failure undermine your success. This is a time to overcome this, and it's time to be resilient. Wow. So taking that step out into the first world, taking that first step out into the world is probably not happening for you because you're self-sabotaging it with fear of failure. And fear of failure will really undermine your success. And we cannot do that this week. Huge message about take that first step. Let go of those old patterns. All right? Prepare to step out of your comfort zone. Grow and expand. The world is showing you. It's a big world out there. Expand. Don't let the self-sabotaging, negative self-talk, and procrastination get to you. All right? I'm telling you, just take that first step. You'll be grateful for it. All right, let's get the vibe for this week, Sag. Wow, great messages already right out of the gate. Love the way that these readings have evolved over the time with us. Hasn't it? They've just grown with us, haven't they, Sag? They have. Look at Five of Pentacles, fear of failure. Wow. Oh my God, this is the same message. Seven of Cups, confused. I don't know what to do. You take the first step. That's what your energy is telling you to do. Five of Pentacles is fear of failure. But you have the key to get out, you see? You just need to get over that fear. And you need to work on that. It starts with new beginnings, especially when it comes to the mind. It's taking a winning attitude also. And Four of Wands is victory. This could be centered a lot out of your home. Maybe you're starting a business from home, something like that. Maybe you're finally moving into a home. It all works out, okay? But the fear of failure will shut all of this good energy down immediately. So that's what your big focus is on this week, is getting rid of that fear of failure. How do I do it, Jeff? You pull up your fucking pants and you get moving. You know what I mean? You take that first step. and the universe will provide the other ones for you. All right? Wow. Wow. I mean, come on, guys. This is an incredible fucking reading already. Everyone's readings have been incredible this week. Jesus. Don't be foolish. Take that first step. Look at the world. Journeying out into the world. You cannot deny the symbolism for you, Sag, this week. It'll bring you recognition and reward. And material harvest. I mean, this is incredible. This is incredible. Let's look at love. You know, and this could be like a job. This could be anything here. You know, this is you stepping out into a different way that you're looking at the world. And it pays off big time. Wow. Lots to talk about here. Okay, we still may be stuck in, and we've been talking about this for a while. Now, all of a sudden, I'm starting to remember some of your readings. Don't be tempted to stay in the past. Again, you're letting the past come forward into this new relationship or whatever, and it's really starting to rear its ugly head. So stay out of the drama. There's a lot of fives here. Let's put the fives on the board. Drama and a lot of sorrow and regret you need to release. Again, that's steeped in fear. Where's the fives? There it is. 555. This is about change, transformation, and the halfway point. Again, halfway point, first quarter. Have faith with another 5. We've got 4 fives out here on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ace of Swords again. So again, it's changing the way that you're looking at your life with a positive attitude. You're not stuck. Your present way has got you stuck. Don't be tempted to stay stuck, all right? And 6 of Pentacles. This is great energy. This is reciprocating energy. If your relationships are not reciprocating, then get the fuck out of them. You know what I mean? Pay attention to 535, 555. There's a lot of 5s, lots of 5s. Let's get messages of love. Wow. Everybody's reading has just been very profound. Good. This energy is working for you. Excellent. All right. Let's get messages of love. There they are. Okay. The universe wants you to know this. You are protected. You are safe and divinely guided. So again, take that first step. Healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. Again, the 6 of Cups shows that to be true. We need to get rid of some of this old stuff we've been carrying around. It's affecting our present energy. And here and now, your true love is already a part of your life. No bother wondering, oh, I don't know. They're here. Get used to it. Embrace it. Celebrate. See, this is this energy you should really be celebrating, and that old part of you wants to just pull the rug out from yourself. And that's not fair, all right? Now, it's time for What's the Vibe? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to record that. What's the vibe? I want that buh in there. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to pitch my voice so it sounds higher and lower and all of that. Like harmonies, just layer my voice. Maybe have AI put in some background singers, you know. I think that would be awesome. Awesome. All right, now let's talk about this, Sag. You been sipping? What does that one say on the top? Rumors, gossip, and being nosy. All right, now, you may be dealing with some of that. Let's have a sip, shall we? Because the 5 of Wands in there, that's about drama. So stay out of the drama. Don't be talking shit. Don't be gossiping. So what if people are gossiping about you? They're going to gossip about somebody else tomorrow. So everyone gets their turn. But will you let it affect you? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Let them talk. Who cares? You got bigger fish to fry, like this. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. Embrace this. Open up to it if you don't have it, because you deserve it. And soulmate. Twin flame. What's that? Friendship and romantic partner. That's what you should be focusing on. And not bitching, pissing, and moaning to your friends about, oh my God, I just can't believe everybody, Sarah's got somebody. Like, who the fuck is she? Why don't I have somebody? Oh my God, that's just unfair. Life is unfair. Fuck that. The dating pool has piss in it. No, stay the fuck out of that energy. You know what I mean? Open up to it. Fuck, if Sarah can get somebody, that means the odds are in my favor because she a ugly bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So, all right. No gossiping. There's a big thing about you talking some shit. Or maybe someone's talking shit about you, but live your best life. Who gives a shit? They're all going to talk anyway, And don't be nosy. Keep your nose in your own business. All right. Closing message for you, Sag, is confidence. That's right. Believe in your worth and your abilities, and you will have it. There's a huge message here about taking the first step. The world is your oyster, so open up to the possibilities. A lot of you are stepping into some new energy. You just got to get over these negative thoughts. Self-sabotage will be your undoing. So take the first step and make the change. All right, Sag, that's going to do it for this week. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget that the freaking weekend is posted on Friday at 10 a.m. to give you the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, and you want a reading from me in person or online, book yours now. But the only way you're going to get one is that if you hit the link. I will never solicit a reading to you. I will never ask you for money, any of that. What's your Cash App? None of that. You will never get a phone call going, hello, this is Jeff Smith. I would like a tarot reading. Just give me your social, please. No, it's not happening. All right. That's not me. They're imposters. All right. So everybody enjoy your midweek reset. Enjoy the live tomorrow, 7 p.m. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. I could say that. Yeah. And September. You want to know what's going on in September? I'm your boy. All right. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you on the live. Capricorn, welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your weekly tarot reading, which we are calling now the Midweek Reset. That's right. You are watching this at 10 a.m. or maybe on Wednesday, of course. And the reason why I shifted from Monday to Sunday, now we're doing Wednesday to Tuesday, not a problem. We're just shifting dates. It's all right. We're still getting the 24-karat golden vibe that I give you every week, so don't worry. It's just a little adjustment, and I'm sure we'll adjust just fine, won't we? But this is when you're most likely to look for your tarot reading, is on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. You're not really susceptible to it on Mondays. I've done my research, okay? But you'll really gobble it up, and it'll be available to you on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. This is this channel's sweet spot, and we need to make this the benchmark. So I've got 3 announcements. From now on, the weekly tarot reading, the midweek reset is happening on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. From now on, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on Thursdays, every Thursday night going forward, I am going to be live. That's right. We are going to make this a big thing. I want this to be a big thing for us. This is when we all can come together and hang out on Thursday nights and have some fun with some tarot. Tomorrow's theme at 7 p.m., so be there, is going to be the vibe for September. We're going to do a different kind of reading, straightforward, 4 lines of cards. I think that's how it's going to play out. My guides are kind of giving me visions of it. That's how I work. That's how I roll. I wait for that vision to come in. And so from now on, every Thursday, we are going to be doing lives, maybe at 7 p.m., maybe earlier, later, who knows? I'll keep you informed. But every Thursday, we're getting a chance to hang out, ask questions. I'm going to be doing giveaways. I'm giving away my all my old tarot decks, giving away crystals and all of that stuff that I share at the center. And I mean, it's going to be fun. And every Thursday is going to have a different theme. So again, Thursdays are a great way for us to hang out and enjoy each other and raise our vibes together. And lastly, but not yeah, lastly, and then we can move on. Fridays, the freaking weekend is going to be posted on Fridays at 10 a.m., okay? Because you're not really looking for the weekend vibe on Wednesdays. You're looking for it by research on Fridays at 10 a.m. So I've just had things a little, I got to tweak them. And this is going to benefit everybody. And the channel is growing. I'm so excited about that. So that's all on you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching and subscribing and doing all that stuff you do. It's working, guys. The plan is rolling. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm excited about it. Big changes every Thursday going live. I'm really looking forward to do that. You know, it's going to be fun because it's happening in real time. Excellent. Now, let's get to what you're here for. The vibe for the midweek. And we are doing this for August 27th all the way to September 2nd. Wow. September's already here. Summer is not over yet. I'm not falling for it. I'm not believing the hype. I'll believe it when the sun moves into Libra, the middle of September. Not now. It's still summertime. I'm already feeling the fall, though. I already want to make soup. Fuck. I didn't even really get to enjoy my summer, you know? That's all right. We make the best out of every day, you know? As long as we're breathing, thriving, and jiving, man, I'm enjoying it. So let's talk about the energy. Monday, on the 25th, Venus, the planet of love, moved into Leo. So you are really feeling the feels, being very passionate about how you're feeling. That's good energy. You know, falling in love again. Maybe at the end of August, we're getting into that summer love a little late. Never too late, if you ask me. Okay, so let's talk about our moon phase work, because we're always working on the moon phases. And I'm always going to bring them up here. So right currently now, we're in the waxing crescent phase. And this is about growth, momentum, and taking action. So this midweek energy is all about taking action. And then on the 31st, we're moving into the first quarter. This is about overcoming challenges. This is also making decisions and taking action. Again, taking action. The first quarter is a big deal. We have the new moon, then the first quarter, then the full moon, and the last quarter. So the first and the last quarters, new and full moons, are just like the equinoxes and solstices. Big deals. So we can overcome obstacles and really get some momentum and action going during this time, okay? Now, September 1st, Saturn is moving into Pisces and staying there for a while. Okay, so this could be shedding some light on some things, karmic-wise, you know? Maybe removing the obstacle finally, the illusion. You know, Saturn comes in to teach us, look, here's the illusion you've been carrying. Let's do something about that, all right? So we'll talk more about that as, you know, the weeks progress, but Saturn's a big heavy hitter, and there it is. All right, September 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, moves into Virgo, and it really likes being in Virgo. It's rules that sign, and it's getting things done and speaking our truth, and again, it's taking action. So that Mercury energy, again, is working with that lunar phase energy. Perfect to get things done. All right, that's it for the astrology. Let's go to the tarot table and start our reading. Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe. And if you haven't subscribed, I got to ask, why the fuck haven't you? How dare you? Subscribe, guys. Things are only getting better here. All right. Ooh, I love this. This week, I mean, wow. This midweek reset is 888 abundance. Financial abundance and success are on the horizon, but stay focused and disciplined. Okay, excellent. Let's get a message from our guides. Let's see what they got for you, Capricorn. I almost forgot. Did I put your banner up? Yes, I did. I did. It's weird how sometimes you think that. You get those little like, oh no, what'd I do? Did I do that? All right. The Thinking Man, number 46. Never got this card before. Interesting. That's one hell of a... It's a nice hat, Harry. All right, let's read it together because I've never gotten this card in this deck. Okay, male of wisdom or understanding. This card shows a man standing before an archway, gazing at a crystal in his hand. He is thoughtful and reflective, representing the potential presence of a teacher in your life now, or about to arrive soon. This person may be there to educate you in the finer details of your chosen direction, or may be there to assist you in some specific spiritual, mental, or emotional pursuit. The card is telling you to pay attention, for this could lead to great strides in personal or professional growth. This man may also be a love interest coming your way, or perhaps just a new male friend. But be on the lookout for this guide in the physical world and be open to his information. Learn what you can. A new discipline, technique, course of study, or healing practice could change your life forever. Damn, never got that message before. That's great. All right. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Remember that. All right. Now let's get some shadow work done for this midweek reset and see what's going on. What do we got? What do we have? I got to keep both of those. Yeah. Anger. That just reminded me of a Jimi Hendrix song. Anger. Your expectations are not met, creating frustration. Express it in a healthy way. This is about release. It's about growth, and it's about finding balance. Expectations not being met. You got to release that. And face inner demons. Don't be afraid of darkness. There's a light nearby. Transform and integrate. That could be stopping your abundance, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? You got to deal with that anger. Anger is a good motivator, though, you know? That's why it's positioned almost in the middle of the emotional spectrum. You know, you would think anger would be at the bottom with, you know, fear and despair, but it's not. Anger is a motivator. So express it in a healthy way, and it'll motivate you. It'll transform you. It'll open you up to that abundance. All right, so lots to think about. Defensiveness, 9 of Wands, okay. What else do we have for Capricorn for this midweek reset, please? There it is. Okay. Yeah, that's going right there. Yep. All right, time for a change. Definitely time for a change. And it's definitely about, you know, you've got these walls up because of anger, because of the inner demons. You need to face them. Absolutely. 7 of Swords, deceptive energy. So you're being deceived. You may be self-deceiving yourself. Something's going on here. Do not turn your back on an opportunity to take care of this, to actually move forward and get out of this. But you need to take down your walls and stop being so fucking defensive. That's a big message there. You know, you got this. You just need to change the way you're doing things. 8 of Pentacles is put in that work. Take action. This is very Virgoan energy right now. She is just getting down to work. Focus, damn it. Maybe that's the message here. Focus, damn it, you know? And Queen of Wands is embracing change and not fearing it and making the change. The Ace of Wands presents a change here. It will be very abundant for you. All right. Interesting. Let's get your oracles. Interesting. Yeah, so change is needed here. The old ways are not working. We've been talking about that for a while. Yeah, look at that. Obstacles and challenges. That's all you're fixated on, which that brings more of it. And then you get angry. You know? It's time to transform that energy. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it pays off with material and spiritual prosperity. It's that easy, guys. That easy. Good for you. Taking action and not fucking around. That's for sure. That anger, though, that's a big warning. That red is sticking out to me more than anything on the board. Wow. All right, let's look at love in relationships. You know, there's abundance here. You can open up to it, but it takes a change. You have to make that change, you know. Let's see. What's relationships? What else do we have? I feel like there's one more in there. My guide said, or not. Okay. All right, I'll take them. Yeah, don't be tempted to do things the way you did in the past. Don't be tempted to live in the past. Don't be tempted to hold on to anger from the past. This is childhood issues. They're coming up to the surface, and you're being challenged on it. Wow. King of Cups is a nurturing energy. You need to nurture this energy. Calm your storm. Release your anger in a creative way. Really. And stop focusing on all this darkness. Knight of Wands, again, taking the action. He's got that wand in his hand. The Ace of Wands. He's got that wand. He's taking action. I'm doing things differently. I can't do it the way I've done it before. It just does not work. Sure, it gave you control before. It ain't working now. Especially when it comes to children. Six of Cups is about children. So, change the way you don't be tempted to just keep challenging and obstacles and fighting. And it's the same old, same old. It's chaos. You don't need it. What else do we have for Capricorn this midweek? Okay. All right. Let's do it. Decision. It's time to decide about this relationship. What's working? What isn't? What's the decision you're going to make? That's key. But it's triggering something from the childhood, and that's not good. You need to face this stuff, or you're going to be running over the same old thing again. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. That's you. It's unfair, and you need to level the playing field out. Change the way you're currently going about it. It will change your life. Intuition, you already know the answers you seek. You don't need me to tell you this, you know? So there's your confirmation. Let's get, that's right, folks. It's time for What's the Vibe? All right. Let's get, what's the vibe for you? Okay. Interesting. Shattered, broken, nightmares, or failures. Again, this is bringing stuff up. You got to decide if this is healthy for you, if this is the way to go. And look at this psychopath, abusive, conniving, and unpredictable. Again, that's that anger inside of you. That's you, the Capricorn psychopath right there. It's going to start to get where it's going to be abusive. You know, it's not good energy, not one bit, and you know it. All right, let's get a closing message for you and see what the universe has to say about wrapping this all up for you. There's a big thing about changing the way that you go about this. There is something here that needs to be discovery. Discover the treasures. What is that? Discover the treasures within and follow your passion. You're passionate about being right. There's no doubt about that, Capricorn. But you've got to change the way you're doing it. This is based out of anger and triggering things from your childhood. That's just making you lash out, and it's really not serving anybody. You've got to do this differently, and I believe you can do that. Open up to abundance. There's that huge message there too. 888, paramount for you. Put in the work to make the change. Only you can do that. All right, Capricorn, that's going to do it for this midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget that the freaking weekend is going to be posted Friday, 10 a.m. to give you the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, of course. And if you would like a personal reading with me in person or online, click the link in the description, and that's the only way you're getting a reading with me. I will never reach out. Scammer alert, scammer, 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 danger, danger, danger. I will never call you up and be like, this is Jeff Smith. I need your social security number. No, it's not happening. Okay. I'm never going to reach out and be like, hey, you got $20? I'm not doing that. I might, but hopefully I don't have to. All right. Everybody, just be aware. I'm not going to reach out and offer you a reading. I'm offering it to you now. And the only way you're getting it is through the link. So buyer beware. Well, no, not really buyer beware. Buyer beware if somebody's reaching out to you about it. You, when you get a hold of me, you got nothing to worry about. I'll take care of you in every way I possibly can. And Capricorn, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Thank you for watching. And don't forget, tomorrow, 7 p.m., we're going over September. Very crucial for you to do that. Is abundance coming for you in September? Are these problems getting resolved? You getting rid of that psychopathic energy or what? We'll find out, but you better be there. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow night. I swear to God. Aquarius, welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your weekly tarot reading, or what we're calling it now, your midweek reset. That's right. That's right. You're watching this on Wednesday. Jeff, what happened to Monday to Sunday? Well, we're doing Wednesday to Tuesday. It's the same reading, different days we're doing it on, and it benefits you more, and I'll tell you why. Wednesdays are the optimum time of the channel where you're seeking this content out. So Wednesdays at 10 a.m. is when I'm premiering the weekly readings from now on. So this is going to be great. Nothing's changed except the dates. The dates for this one is going to be August 27th all the way to September 2nd. So again, it's just dates. That's all. But we're still getting that energy. It's going to take a little adjustment, and I hope it works well with you. Ooh, my ear's ringing. Someone's talking about you, or someone's talking about me. All right, anyway. Couple announcements. Thursdays, starting tomorrow on the 28th at 7 p.m., I am going live on Thursdays from now on. So tomorrow, Thursday night, I'm going to be doing this September forecast for all the signs, including you. So don't miss that. And you'll be able to see it on the replay, of course, but do it live, because we're doing this every Thursday. I want to be able to create a time where we can all hang out and really enjoy some good quality content together. Tarot readings, we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff, different themed. Every Thursday is going to have a different theme. Maybe next Thursday will be love, or maybe the other Thursday will be like money and career. Whatever it is, I'm going to be inspired to do that. So I'll let you know well in advance. But yeah, every Thursday from now on, I'm going live at night. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait. It gives us an opportunity to hang out, have Q&As, all of that. If you're in the Vibe Tribe, you get extra perks too. So join that. And I mean, it's just incredible. And the last announcement I have before we hit it is the freaking weekend is now going to be posted on Fridays at 10 a.m. That's an optimal time when people are looking for the weekend energy. They're not looking for it on Wednesdays when I post it. So by the time Friday arrives for the freaking weekend, it's dead. It's dead already. It hasn't gained that momentum. So I've done my research. I'm looking around. I'm checking this all out. And this makes perfect sense because my videos basically cannibalize each other. So like I said, I've done my research, and I've been wanting to make these changes for a while, and I have, and I am, and they're lovely. And they're going to benefit you even more. You're going to get the material I put out. It's going to be more readily available for you. So I do this for you, not for me. That's for damn sure. All right, so that does it with the announcements. Join me tomorrow live, and let's hit the astrology. Let's do it, Aquarius. Now, Monday, the planet of love, Venus, moved into Leo. So we're feeling the love. This may be summer love. It could be hitting you hard. You know what I mean? You could be having a hard time with that. But this definitely brings relationships and love into focus now. We're that last summer rush, before the fall hits us. And let's talk about our phase work. Right now, we're in the moon phase of the waxing crescent. So this is growth. This is momentum. And this is taking action. This week is going to be all about action and taking action. Now, on the 31st, we move into the first quarter. This is a big deal. So this is when we are able to overcome some challenges that are ahead of us with this and making some decisions and actions based on that. Again, taking action is huge. Now, September 1st, Saturn is moving back into Pisces, and it's going to stay there for a long time. So this is completing cycles. This is kind of, putting the squeeze on us to eliminate our illusions. Pisces can do that. We'll see. We'll talk more about it. It's just, Saturn doesn't do very well in Pisces. So it's a weird ass energy, but I see it's more of a karmic thing than anything else. And we could be moving out of some karmic energy there too. Okay. And lastly, on September 2nd, when kids in this area are going back to school, Mercury, the planet of communication, is moving into Virgo, and it loves Virgo. It loves ruling Virgo. So this is a time to get things done, to take action. Again, huge energy here with the moon phases and Mercury to take action. So take advantage of that. Now, let's go to the tarot table and see what we got here. We're going to start with our angel numbers, of course. So thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe. It costs nothing. And it does so much. All right, this is about simplification this week. And it's 654. Simplify your life, Aquarius, and focus on what truly matters. Declutter your mind and surroundings for greater clarity and effectiveness. Excellent time. Virgo energy in full swing right there. Okay? Simplify the way you're approaching things and your focus. All right? Now, let's get a message from our guides. This is from the Energy Oracle cards. I like using these. So let's see what we got for you, Aquarius. What do your guides have for you? Ooh. All right. It fell on the floor. Let me get it. Action. Well, no shit, man. So it's time to take some action. It's time to release the procrastination. You know what I mean? If you've been looking for a sign, here it is. It's time for action by simplifying your life, by decluttering your mind and literally your surroundings. You could be throwing stuff out at home, Excellent. Now, let's get shadow work. So again, taking action to simplify your life. Let's see what the shadow oracles have to say. Which one? The one on the bottom. The unknown. Uncertainty is the only certainty there is. So surrender to it. Be curious and have faith that this is leading you. You may be hesitant about taking the action, and the universe is saying, listen, you may not know, and it's okay. It's okay not to know. But when you get there, you're going to know. You can be certain of that. You understand what I'm saying? Simplify the way you're looking at it. Surrender and take the action. Wow. Huge. All right. Let's get the vibe. Let's get the vibe for you. Let's do it. Let's do it, Aquarius. Ooh, the Fool card. That's taking action. That's embracing the unknown if I've ever seen it. Because you got to take a risk here. You've got to trust that first step is going to be the best one, and they will continue to unfold in front of you. Wow, interesting. All right, yep. There it is. Yes. Wow. Okay, be patient. Everything in due time with the Six of Pentacles, and this move is going to be successful for you. There's no doubt about it. It's reciprocating. The universe is handing you an opportunity here. Take it. Take the action. Simplify it. You're asking too many questions. If you're asking who, what, where, when, or how, you're fucking up. You know what I mean? It's time for you to just surrender and be like, okay, I know I deserve a fuck ton better than when I'm allowing myself, and I'm opening up to it. I'm getting rid of that negative mindset that I have a tendency to hang on to, and I'm going to go with the flow. Everything in due time. Wow, this is a very encouraging reading, Aquarius. It really is. Which ones? The ones that are all stacked there. Okay, interesting. Yeah. So relieve any mental conflict. Again, simplify. Declutter your mind and surroundings. Have faith. Use your inner wisdom with the Hierophant, and have hope. Absolutely. Wow. This is great energy. This is asking you to just totally surrender. I know that right there is scary enough, Aquarius, but I'm telling you, it's a breakthrough for you this week. It really is. So let's look at love. Maybe this has something to do with it. Maybe. Maybe not. All right. Let's get more twos. All right. Okay, I see. Yep. All right. So, indecision about this relationship or your relationships in general. Again, take the blindfold off. Make a decision. It's time. You've overcomplicated this. It's time to simplify it. Huge message. Speak your truth. Queen of Cords cuts all cords. She does make a decision, and she trusts what's coming. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. Especially when it comes to love. The universe is handing you this opportunity. Be receptive to it. And you're strong enough. Absolutely. Absolutely, love. You got this. Wow. It's time to decide. It's time to take action. That's the big one. Wow. I love it. You got the Two of Swords out twice, so that's a big, big, big message there, okay? Now, interesting messages here is retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. Get outside. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's never going to deprive you of that. You're going to do that to yourself. You know what I mean? But for some reason, you need to be alone and make this decision. You can't ask everybody for their input. You simplify it. Am I looking at this and making it way too complicated? Either way, you got to take action. And I think little time alone this week will help you gain the clarity you need by simplifying the situation. And chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. Again, maybe you're complicating it and you're not seeing the opportunity here that there it is, and you're still trying to figure it out. Silly, silly Aquarius. All right, let's get... It's that time, folks, for What's the Vibe? That's right, folks. It's time to get What's the Vibe. This is when we get more messages to your reading. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, there's a big thing about hope here, guys. Big thing about hope. Wow. I love it. Hopeful, inspired, optimistic, and focusing on success. That's what you need to do this week. End of discussion. That's how you simplify things. Also look at this. Archangel Michael. Protection. Preventing you from harm and divine intervention. So you may have already seen this at work. Pay attention. The universe is wanting you to pay attention to this. And glow up. Awesome. With new opportunities, new career, and a successful business. Again, you focus on that. You simplify things. You know, maybe that's what you're doing. You're simplifying things at work or with your job or your career. You know, you're making it more viable to exist and to flourish. And you're being guided to do that. So there's a big message here that you're protected. So you can make the steps necessary to do it. Okay, so let's get a closing message for you, Aquarius. Damn. Let's see what this has for you, because this is saying Take the action. Make the decision. Yes, it's unknown, but we've got you. We've got you so well. And you're surrounded by strength and stability. All right. Closing message is abundance. Look at that. That looks like some of our sunsets recently, Wow. Abundance comes from inner fulfillment and outer effort. Inner fulfillment by simplifying things for yourself with this midweek, okay? Fulfillment comes from, what is that? From outer effort, action, leaping into the unknown. I mean, there's so much here, Aquarius. It can be exciting, it can be scary, but it wants you to make the move you need to make, because this is it. For a lot of you, this is it, guys. Use it to your advantage. Ooh, just lost my shoe. God damn it. I got those TikTok clogs on. I love them. I beat the shit out of them, though, this summer, though. They got a lot of beating up this summer, so I'll have to order another pair. But anyway, Aquarius, it's time. Simplify your life. Get rid of the crazy. Clean your surroundings, because you can be a pig. It can be cluttered. Declutter your environment and you'll declutter your mind. Your outer environment is a reflection of the inner, and that's where you can find that abundance, by simplifying your life and throwing some shit out. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, the freaking weekend is now posted Fridays, 10 a.m. to give you the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And if you would like a personal reading with me, the only way you're going to get one is through the link in the description. I will never reach out to you, so scammers, they're out there. Be aware, but not here, honey. You get the real deal, okay? In person or online. Click the link. That's the only way you're getting a reading with me. I'll never reach out, never call you and say, let's do a reading. Nope, not happening. You get a hold of me. That's the way it's authentic. All right, everybody, I love you so much. Thank you for watching, Aquarius. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, tomorrow night, 7 p.m., be there or I'll be pissed. I really will. Aquarius, simplify your life. Embrace the unknown. Take that first step. You'll love it. Be there tomorrow to learn about September for you. All right, I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow night. Oh, hello, Pisces. It's Jeff here from Raise Your Vibration TV. That's right. And it's time for your weekly tarot reading, which we're calling now the midweek reset. Ooh, I like the way that sounds. I like the way it rolls off the tongue. The midweek reset. That's right. We're changing it up a little bit, and I'll tell you why, Pisces. You might be very confused. I know you get confused, don't you? It's okay, honey. We're in this together. But I've done my research, and the algorithm says that you guys are looking for this content, this weekly content, on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. on this channel. You're not looking for it on Mondays. Some of you are used to seeing it on Mondays or Sundays. But the majority of everybody is looking for it on Wednesdays. So let's all do it together, because things happen wonderful when we do things together. When we raise our vibe, that's what we're doing. So we're calling it the midweek reset. Nothing's changed except the dates, okay? Announcement number 2. Every Thursday, starting tomorrow on August 28th, tomorrow at 7 p.m. exactly, I am going to be going live. We are going to be doing all kinds of different tarot readings, and I'm using Thursday nights as a vehicle for us to all come together. We're all in the studio together, having fun, Q&As, giveaways, you name it. This Thursday, we're actually going to do the predictions for September for all the signs, including you. So come and join us. Have fun. Ask me questions. We'll do some quick tarot readings. We're going to have fun. Every Thursday is going to have a different theme. I want this to become a known thing. Thursday nights, let's all watch Jeff do his thing in his tarot, because the shit's good. You know what I mean? And last announcement, Friday at 10 a.m. is when you get the freaking weekend now. That's when you're looking for the vibe for the weekend, is Friday. I give it on Wednesdays. By the time Friday hits, the video's dead. That's what I'm saying. I've done the research. And changing this up is going to be a game changer for the channel. So I thank you for that. It's going to be a little bit of adjustment, but we got this. We're all adults here, you know, and we got this. Nothing's really changed. So this midweek reset is for August 27th all the way to September 2nd. So instead of going Monday to Sunday, we're going Wednesday to Tuesday. We're shifting it a little bit, but it's still the 24 karat advice that I always give, okay? So let's talk about the energy for this week. That's what we do. We do the astrology first, and then we hit the tarot. So August 25th, Venus, the planet of love, moves into Leo. So this week, everyone's feeling the love, the passion's back, the energy's back. Relationships get really fiery. Hell yeah. It came in on a Monday. That's okay. It was nice, okay? For this Leo, it turned out really well. Okay. So now let's talk about our moon phase work, because we are working on our moon phases and we're learning about them and we're learning how to utilize that energy. So right now, currently we're in the waxing crescent phase. This is about growth. This is about momentum and taking action. This is a big week for taking action. You'll see. Then on August 31st, we move into the first quarter. Now, there's 4 moon phases that are important. The other ones fill things in. The new moon, the first quarter, the full moon, and the last quarter. So first quarters and last quarters, big energy shifts that we can take advantage of. And this is all about overcoming challenges, making decisions, and again, taking action. So again, this lunar energy is having us take action. So perfect time to do that. Now, September 1st, Saturn moves back into your sign. Oof. Now, what's that mean? Well, Saturn's in your sign to almost kind of have you look beyond the illusion, okay? It's releasing the obstacles. You would think that Saturn would bring in obstacles, but for some reason, I feel with this energy for you, this is releasing the obstacles. I just don't want you to get frustrated with yourself. You know what I mean? There's a lesson to be learned here, to show yourself some grace, because Saturn's going to be in your sign for a while. You know what I mean? So it's best to utilize this. What's this teaching me about myself? It's making you take that illusionary mask off that you wear, or lifting the veil that surrounds, that foggy veil that surrounds a lot of Pisces, where they're like, I don't know, you know, where you actually do. You just need a little help. And Saturn can actually do that, you know? So be aware of it. On September 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, moves into Virgo, and Mercury loves being in Virgo. I feel like I got an eyelash in my eye. And this is when you can get things done. Again, this is all about taking action. So big week to take action. Big week to realize, what are we doing here? And feeling the love, of course. So that's going to do it for the astrology. Let's hit the tarot table and see what we got. We got a goddamn train going by. I don't know if you can hear that, but let's keep blowing that whistle. Let's get your angel numbers, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Join the Vibe Tribe, because Vibe Tribers are going to get more perks than regular viewers, but everyone wins. Everyone wins. All right, manifest your dreams. Yes, absolutely. Take action to do that with 4, 5, 6. You have the power, Pisces, to make things happen. It is time for you to take action with faith and confidence, knowing that your angels are guiding and supporting you every step of the way. What a beautiful message right out of the gate. 4, 5, 6. Damn. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop? A 1, a 2, a 3. All right, let's get some messages from you. Let's get a message from your guides for this midweek reset. Yes. This is from the Energy Oracle cards. And this is the Thinking Woman. I've never gotten this card before. Number 47. I see butterflies. All right, let's read up on it because I've never gotten this card. Number 47. All right. This is the female of wisdom or understanding, or both. This card shows a woman holding a book, standing before a staircase, ready to lead you to higher understanding. This woman could be a friend who helps you express and understand your feelings, or she could be a teacher brought to your life at this time to take you in a new direction. This could also be a new love interest with a woman who is thoughtful, conscious, and aware, or like the thinking man. We had that earlier in some readings. That's the first time I ever got that card too. The card could represent a side of yourself that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. If so, find your voice, Pisces, and let your wisdom shine. Wow. Love that. Now let's get some shadow oracles or oracle and see what shadow work we need to work on. Okay, let's do it. We got a couple. Divine juggling. Everyone's gotten this card a lot this week. Master different aspects of yourself, both light and dark. This is about progress and inner harmony when you're not doing that divine juggling and you're having these two aspects of yourself work together, okay? And break chains, absolutely. The only way to overcome blocks is to confront them, Pisces. And this is basically self-limiting beliefs. That's how you can manifest your dreams, by releasing that, taking action, having faith and confidence in yourself. All right. Wow, great message already. And there may be a teacher on the way to teach you, because when the student's ready, the teacher shows up. Okay? When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Okay, let's get the vibe for you this week, Pisces. Deep introspection, going within, is going to pay off. Yeah, it'll help with the alleviate the indecision you have here. Trust your inner guidance to guide you. You're strong enough for this. And the Ten of Cups is great energy. That's great. I'm a little dry. I have been banging these readings out since 11 o'clock. It is now 2:30. I love this. This is great energy here. This is getting out of indecision by trusting your inner strength. Your inner strength, your inner wisdom, they are key this week for you. And it pays off with the Ten of Cups. That's the best card you can get your deck, you can get in this deck. And you're manifesting your dreams, all right? Including having someone come in and guide you with that. So pay attention. You know, again, there's this juggling aspect where, I don't know, just be your authentic self. I have to say that for a lot of you. And if you've got blocks, the only way you can confront them is the only way you can get rid of them is to confront them. You know, Saturn moving into your sign may catalyst that, you know. I'm having such a hard time talking. Jesus Christ almighty. All right, emotional withdrawal. Yeah. So take your emotions out of the equation to make that decision. It'll pay off. Accelerated motion. Uh-oh, we got 888 on the board. That's a good sign. More angel numbers. That's abundance, achievement, and staying focused. Absolutely. If you do, you've got these material and financial and material changes and material harvest. You may be fearing this change, but I say step into it, Pisces. I say step right into it. Again, trust your inner wisdom. There's a lot of abundance to be had here. You just have to stop talking yourself out of it. You deserve it. It's time. It's time. These self-limiting beliefs are really starting to rear their ugly head. You know what I mean? But there's great benefits from when you stay focused and put your inner strength, you bring that inner strength out. Excellent. So it's time to take action, time to decide what's it going to be, you know, and sticking to it. That'll transform. But you're heavily being guided. You don't feel like you have to do this alone. Not one bit. All right, let's look at relationships and love. Let's see what we got. Knight of Pentacles brings an opportunity, slow and steady, and an apology maybe for some of you if you're going through that. Yeah, it's an end to a lot of this indecision. A lot of you could be walking away from relationships. It's okay. Slow and steady, though. Page of Swords, messages coming in, Cupid's arrow. Definitely. Someone could be, ooh, you know what? I got a crush on you. And the Magician is creating the life that you want. Manifesting your dreams is a huge message. Make it happen. The energy is primed for this to make it happen. Trust me on this. And the messages are coming in too, especially for you singles. Someone is going to reach out, definitely, and make you an offer. Something you've been waiting for, actually. It's about to come to fruition. Coupled Pisces are getting out of this weird, well, it's not really weird. It's like, you know, you got to see dark aspects in order to enjoy and appreciate the light aspects, you know? So it's the dance, it's the motion, you know, it's the pendulum swing. And some of you, it swung to really negative, and now it's going to swing all the way to really positive with just as much equal force, okay? So let's get messages of love and see where we are with this. What do we have for Pisces for this midweek energy? What do we have? Let's see. Let's do this. And unplug. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. So for a lot of you, that's what it is. You've been overworking yourself, and it's starting to affect your relationship. You could probably been overworking your thoughts, and now it's starting to affect your relationship. You know, maybe you're focusing too much on work and not enough balance in your relationships. Now, patience. The Knight of Pentacles also has that. Everything will unfold in divine timing, especially when it comes to manifesting your dreams. You know, they only manifest when you're lining up to them. It's got to be an equal match. It can't be off. You know what I mean? It's got to match. All right? You following me on that? Okay, let's get What's the Vibe? I'm getting all stuffed up. That's right, folks. This is time for What's the Vibe, when we get more insight into our energy reset. That's right. Take it away, Jeff. Why, thank you, Mr. Announcer. Let's do it. I swear to God, I'm going to do it, guys. I'm gonna make a theme song. I'm telling you. I ain't playing. All right. Envy. Resentful, competitive, and discontent. Yeah. Don't really know. What's that? Is that a match in her mouth? Or yeah, that's a match in her mouth. What? See? This deck is so weird. I don't understand the symbolism in that. But anyway, quit being resentful. You know, stop being competitive and stop being discontent. This is growth. Stay focused. Don't get pissy yet, you know? And suffering in silence, of course. That's what you do, Pisces. It's your MO. This is my tag, suffering in silence. I'm going to bang my head against that wall a little more. And I'm not going to tell anybody about it either. Unspoken desires, speak them. Real feelings, of course, express them. And broken dreams, rebuild them. Okay? Don't envy other people because they look like they're living their dream. Living my best life. They're not. They're fucking miserable. It's all a show. It's a dog and pony show. Don't get involved in that. You work on your progress, Pisces. Remember that, okay? But don't envy somebody else of their success, you know? Focus on yours and manifest your dreams, all right? So let's get a closing message for you and see what the universe has for you, Pisces. Thank you all for being here. I love you all. So many exciting things happening with the channel. So happy. It's growing leaps and bounds. I really fucking love it. So let's keep it up. That algorithm, baby, is working for me. That's right. Self-love. Yes. Self-love is the foundation of all love. Okay. Huge. Want to manifest your dreams? Love yourself. You want that partner to just shower you with love? Shower yourself with love. You see what I'm saying? Don't leave yourself out of the equation here. You're the most integral part in it, all right? And you're going to learn that all this indecision has got to end. And all you really need to do is focus on the best for you and that you deserve it. It's possible. It's safe. And above all, you deserve it because you love yourself. And I mean, really love yourself. All right, Pisces, that's going to do it for this midweek reset. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget the freaking weekend is posted on Fridays, 10 a.m. now, to give you the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Nothing's changed there, that's for sure. Still hooking you up. And don't forget, if you would like a personal reading with me in person or online, no problem. Click the link in the description. It'll bring you to my booking page, but I will never reach out to you and offer a reading. I'm never going to be like, hey, you got your Cash App? I'll give you a reading. That's not happening. And I will never call you and be like, yes, this is Jeff Smith. I would like to give you a reading. I just need all your pertinent information. No, that's not happening. Scammers are out there. Be on the lookout. But not here, baby. I'm the real deal. And thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your week. And tomorrow night, I better see you, Pisces, because I'll be sad if you're not there. And I fucking mean it because I love you. All right? Thursday, 7 p.m. Find out what's going on. September. It behooves you to be there, or I'll find you and I will scold you and I'll give you such a pinch. All right, Pisces, I love you all. See you tomorrow night.